Okay, Brian, take that Zippo.
Yeah.
Take that Zippo and put it away.
I hear it
Fucking
every
fine.
4 seconds.
Yeah,
I threw
because
it out. It's gone.
dude, you're like a fidgeter. It doesn't matter what it is. Your legs shaking
Now I'm gonna be doing
constantly. You
this.
got a pin.
I'm gonna be.
You got little fucking rappers that are always going in the mic
I have like fucking ADD or something.
Rappers going in the mic.
or something.
Undiagnosed. The fucking astrologer didn't diagnose me. I'm fine. I'm
what
clean.
the fuck?
Am I just surrounded by people with ADD? Bizzle has it. Poop has it. Abby definitely fucking has it.
Well, Rick Levine didn't say I have it, so I'm with
No,
Brian on this one.
He just said I have a huge penis, and
Well,
he's a doctor.
actually, I thought, as now that we've been completely transformed by Rick Levine, I think it'd be good to read our daily horoscopes for each of our signs.
Yeah.
And I already did it for you guys. I checked. You just got to believe me on this one. Brian, your penis shrunk, and now it's the smallest.
like patch notes.
Yeah, PATRON. Well, the planet was hit by a big missile and it exploded, and
Reverse the sun or something.
yeah, it reversed the polarity, and also I charged a bunch of negative crystals and I put that energy at you, so your penis is going to be shrinking. I think it works in the future. And Sam, Abby's general apathy in the relationship is going to soon turn into genuine disdain. So. That's
hard to
got
tell.
that. That's coming. The same.
She has been spending
February
a lot of
also.
afternoon time at the coffee shop.
Yeah, it's because the barista's sexier.
Yeah, and I'm like, just by yourself? You're just there by yourself?
But he's also.
And she's
19.
like, yeah, I'm just there by myself.
Oh.
Are you?
She
Yeah.
just wants a break from you and the kids.
Is that?
Yeah,
I think that. Yeah,
bitch.
I think that's what it is. I'm like, you're awfully dolled up for the coffee shop.
She's got like a big fucking like, beehive hair and
Fucking,
big
she's wearing pumps.
Yeah, pumps with her
I've
little
never
purse
seen
and
you
trots.
dressed like that.
Yeah, trots up fishnets and shit.
She took her wedding dress and made it a cutoff. Push up bra insert. That would be sweet.
She was pissed because I stopped wearing my wedding ring.
Oh, okay.
Shit.
No. Well, apparently I
Why?
saw one video of a guy. He was doing deadlifts and he degloved his fucking hand, or he degloved his finger,
Like,
like the metal.
slipped his-
Yeah.
Ugh.
And it just
Ooh.
took off his
That
finger.
ruined it for
And
you?
so I was like, wow, I don't, and it's not my, well, technically it is my ring, but it was my grandfather's ring that lasted him 65 years of marriage. So it has sentimental value. I didn't want to ding it up or anything or have it attack me. And so I got
is
one
he
of
a
those
deadlifter?
silicone ones as a
This
replacement.
is good. Yeah.
But then I I'm like, it's like a fidget spinner. So I sat there and munched on it until I bit it in half. And then I,
Jesus
now I
Christ.
don't have a,
It's like a
wedding
fidget
ring.
spinner. It's like a little ring.
you
little-
don't bite fidget spinners. You
Dude, I don't.
You think it's like
No,
a candy
I took it
necklace.
off my finger and I'd sit there and just go like, "Argh." You know those guys on like TikTok and stuff that have like the jaw enhancers
Yeah.
and they sit there and chew them. You
The
know what I'm talking.
jawline thing,
Poop Swift
yeah.
has one. It's pretty funny. It's like
Well,
a,
yes.
yeah, he's trying to
I
get
haven't
like a
seen any
big
TikTok
jawline.
videos.
It doesn't work. Does
My
that
TikTok
work?
For You page
Doesn't
is
work.
people going like, ah, like screaming. Like it's a very curated page of madness. I don't have any chads. I don't have any workout. If it's like workout adjacent, I know what you're talking about, but I've never seen a video of someone. I just know a guy also that's like, I swear by these. You chew them up.
It's like a hockey puck that you like.
And why
chew
not just
on.
like, what about some Big League Chew or something? What
Doesn't
about
it
some
fuck
gum?
up? Wouldn't that fuck up your teeth?
What? Big League Chew or the fucking
No,
that-
silicone?
to chew on a big puck of silicone to like make your
I feel like it would just
Your
I don't know.
jaw is
What if you
bigger.
swallowed it on accident? That'd be such an embarrassing thing to die with. He's trying to get a Chad jawline and he choked to death. Like, oh.
But yeah, it's a big
Plastic.
piece
And he
of
also
rubber.
had a penis pump going at the same time. Oh boy!
Dude, I
And he
saw
had a fake abs on silicone. Yeah.
you know, more plates, more dates. Have you heard of that guy? He's like a
Is it
He's
another?
like-
is it a workout?
yeah, he's like a fitness
Oh, I
YouTuber guy.
immediately
Dude,
thought he was like a fat guy that eats a lot of food.
Yeah.
Okay.
He goes on a day to day.
He does like he does kind of like I don't know, exactly like myth busting or like, you know, like health tips and stuff. He had an entire episode on like joking and penis pumps, and I thought it was like a joke, and it's like a 35-minute long video where he's like, yeah, this
What's
penis
the
pump, this
conclusion?
thing will make your dick look like a hog. I noticed about 1.5 inches of growth from yanking on my dick this way with this joking thing.
What the fuck?
And it was like like he had brands that he was recommending, and I was like, I thought that was like a meme. Is that like a real thing?
There's brands. I thought you just put your thumb on your finger and
I only
rub it
knew
off.
about the
See, I don't even know what jelking is because I'm so secure with my hog.
Yeah,
So I don't even know what the hell.
Wait, you didn't have kids in the playground telling you about jelking? Come on, dude.
yeah.
It's I
Everyone
come
talks
from
about
the
jelking.
You
water
didn't
in
have
my
kids
town
hanging
makes
from the
everyone
jungle
have
gym?
big dicks. Yeah, no, we never had to
cocks
worry
for
about
joking?
that. Yeah. Dangling, that would be you wrap it around 3 times and holds you. Oh. Oh God. No,
Yeah.
so it works though.
According to More Plates More, we should get him on the podcast, dude.
That
That
would be
guy's
funny,
Ask him
yeah.
about
Yeah,
the
that
jelking.
guy-
Just
that
ask
guy's
him about
awesome.
jelking.
That's like the next, we go from like astrology to like the
Penis
opposite.
extensions.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
hardcore workout, guys. Because
And I started with like, I'm a Leo, so obviously my cock's the biggest. But I quite wanted to talk about
So
joking.
the
It'd
fucking
be funny if he
astrologers
was
think you have a
like,
tiny wiener.
no, Brian's is. I can tell. More plates, more dates is like hardcore into astrology. As a Leo, you'd only say that. You don't even actually.
Yeah, he calls you out. 2 people in a row say you have a small dick.
No, from different pseudoscience
Yeah,
backgrounds.
yeah.
Like he
That
comes
would
in
be
with
hilarious.
completely different criteria and still rules me as fronting about my cock size.
Yeah, how much are these little silicone things you chew on? Small dick. Swift uses one.
Yeah, he has one, and he sits there and chews
That's
on
a
it.
joke,
It's like
right?
is it almost
As
like
a
an
joke? I don't know.
enrichment thing? I
Well,
feel like it's almost like a
now it
fidget
doesn't
spinner,
sound
right?
like a joke.
It might be a joke. I don't know. But
Brian, you look like you've used one. Get that awesome
dude, if
jawline.
he
lost weight.
used one, his jawline would
lost
be
weight.
insane.
You could be. It would almost be too much if you had like
Yeah.
a noticeably larger jawline. Crimson
Well, now I
shit.
want to.
Yeah.
I gotta buy one now
Yeah.
just to try it out.
Yeah, I think you do have.
You should get one made of metal. That way you can really improve it.
Yeah,
I think my bone structure I'm a fully developed man. I don't feel like you would need a.
What is it? Yeah,
Like,
what
why
does
would
it change? Is it like
It's supposed to fuck with
it's
your
okay.
like
bone.
Let me
mewing.
tell
It's
you.
like
I've
mewing.
seen. No, you say. I know what you're about to say. Oh, I'm a fully developed man. There's no way it can change my musculature
try it.
because I've seen
Guys
those
deep in the
videos
rabbit
where
hole.
it's like the young kids that they look normal from a profile shot, and then at age 7 or whatever they get a house cat and they're allergic to it, and so they start mouth breathing, and because they never have tension on their jaw, all of a sudden they get a recessed jaw, and they look like Melvins and stuff.
Just do what we all are gonna do. Just grow a
But-
beard one day.
My dad
Yeah, see?
never had like
Not
a
you.
defined chin and everything. But when he was trying to stop smoking and they first came out with nicotine gum,
Oh,
nicotine gum used to come, I don't know if it still does, but it used to come
my
in these
roommate
like
uses it. It's cool.
a little foil package of
Yep,
super
still
sharp.
does.
Yeah. And the gum is insanely hard to chew.
Oh, not anymore. They got that down.
They got that down. My dad would,
Yeah,
it
that
sounded
was-
like he
that
was
was
chewing
1.0.
gravel over there until he
Ugh.
finally got it going. But because he was constantly chewing it, because it was just, he was addicted to nicotine, he got like the Klingon, like forehead bumps.
The head dents?
Head dents because his fucking
my
jaw
God.
muscles were so torqued, and he got like big, he got like
It's like a
big
pit
jaw
bull.
down here, and then up here when he was chewing, you could see his head pulsing. And so he did kind of get like a jawline, you know.
Oh, fuck,
Just from chewing
dude.
shit, but
I'm
he
almost
looks like John
fully-
Lovitz, so it wasn't like really cool or anything. He just looked like John Lovitz was a Klingon.
Oh, yeah, I really feeling. I'm on
Oh, by the
almost
way-
a fully liquid diet. Sorry, what?
Sorry, I brought up John Lovitz. While we're in Vegas for TwitchCon, John Lovitz is going to be at the Laugh Factory.
Oh,
There's a Laugh
fuck.
Factory
You
on
gotta
the
go.
strip.
We gotta see your papa.
Yeah, I have to see John Lovitz stand up. It's probably not that good.
It's probably
It's probably the worst
No way.
stand up ever.
I don't
Probably
remember him
awesome.
in anything other
He's
than
in
Rat
Bench
Race.
Warmers.
He's in City Slickers. You seen that movie?
Bench Warmers. Yeah.
City Slickers is great.
He's
dude.
Carrot Top died or no? Was he the one that died recently? No, that was
No,
Gallagher.
No.
And
Okay,
Carrot
yeah.
Top is underrated. I think he's actually funny.
I need to see
We should Carrot Top. We should
Yeah.
do Carrot Top. If he's
Carrot Top's at
Fucking
one of the.
Sweet Tooth
He's at one of the
from fucking
casinos.
Metal, or Oh, is he?
We
Yeah.
should not gamble. We should just go to like funny
Just go
comedy
little
routines.
I would rather do that than lose money gambling. Yeah.
After I'm seeing
gotta
like the
gamble a little
fucking
bit,
bill, I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
gee whiz. Yeah, I don't want to.
Jeez.
But what if I make it all back? What if I pay off
It's
my
true.
trip?
What if
That's a Mead
You're one bet
thought
away.
process.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
No, Mead
I'm going
is,
there.
I'm pretty sure Mead's going like 4 or 5 days earlier than everyone else. He's
Just
telling me
to
he's
find
like,
the
no,
best
yeah,
Gambling
he's like,
on.
yeah, he's like, I just want to go like early and really get out like all my like degeneracy pretty quick. That way, when people get there, I'm like more chilled out. Like, Jesus Christ, you're like,
We're gonna get there, and he's going to be one night away from homelessness.
he's trying to bang the fucking chair against the hotel window.
Yeah.
You know that? Yeah. Oh my god, dude. Already, I'm worried about him just getting like either losing a lot of money or getting too drunk off tequila. It's a real different side of him.
He's a
comes out.
gambling and alcoholic, like combined.
He's a mean alcoholic.
That, dude, Las Vegas is gonna eat him alive.
He gets
dude.
kind of punchy a little bit, maybe a little bit. Yeah.
He gets a little feisty.
Yeah.
He gets scary.
He
Him and
does.
Devin fight
God.
almost every time.
Really,
Why?
Devin doesn't
No.
seem like he would fight anybody.
No, there was one time we were like outside Devin's house, and Omid's like, "What's up? Like, you want to like as like for fun? Like, we should fight or something." Devin's like, "What the fuck are you talking about, man?" And Omid, he was also just like, I have to piss," and he went into the woods, and Devin's like, "There's fucking water down there. Like, you're gonna get attacked by an alligator or something." Omid's just when he gets that level drunk, he's like, "I'll kill a crocodile or whatever. Like, I kill an alligator." Like, he's got just this massive amount of confidence, this unearned confidence. It's kind of cool, but also, I mean, that's why Creator Clash, we were like the whole time. You notice him drink tequila ever?
No,
No.
I noticed there was a big bar on tequila. They said,
Yeah,
don't,
specifically
please
for
don't
Omid.
start.
Because it's
For
something about
Omid?
the tequila, yeah, that activates
He
him.
turns into Omar, which is an alter
Does he
ego.
call it Omar? He
Yeah.
calls it that?
You know it's bad
Oh,
when
man.
someone has a name for a level of drunkenness in their life. They're like,
Yeah.
it's not me. It's my
Dr.
get out
Jekyll.
of.
become
Mr. Hyde.
the Defiler. Yeah. The Destroyer.
You
That's what
can't
they call
blame me. You can blame Omar.
Yeah.
Take it up with
I'm a
him.
sweetheart.
Take it up with him when I sober up,
What
bitch.
you come out with when you're that drunk is your soul. That's who you really are.
You think so?
And I become a little
Jeez.
sweetheart. I go, "Oh, thank you very much, sir. Thank you, sir." And Omid just absolutely wants to kill
Turn into
somebody.
a demon. Yeah.
Turns
I think
into
the-
real-
I
actually a
think the
total
most drunk
sweetheart.
I've ever gotten was on a cruise ship, and I was like 16, and I'd never drank before, so I drank a lot, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
I went back to the hotel, or I went back to my room or whatever on the cruise ship, and I jacked off, and I woke up with my pants around my ankles.
Jesus
So
Christ.
apparently, when I get really drunk, I'm just like, I just want to
You
come
You
and
have
fall
that room to
Right.
asleep.
yourself?
No, my brother shared the room with me,
Oh God.
but he didn't. He didn't
You
come
found
in.
him. You
He
found him
was
hanging there.
If he listens to this, he's gonna fucking murder me. But he was busy fucking like a 40-year-old woman.
Oh God.
And she wasn't like a hot 40-year-old woman. She was just
It's different. The rules are changed
well,
a
he
little.
thought his little brother would never get no podcast and tell everybody
Yeah.
about it. He
Yeah,
thought that
joke's on
would.
him.
He thought, hey, we're in international waters. Nobody will know about this.
Yeah.
But I
No
remember.
witnesses.
I remember.
You
And I
fucked the
spread it.
hag.
Yeah, he was just a young man.
He didn't know any better.
He didn't know.
Dude,
no better.
my older brother, I just I bought him a new Xbox because I was like already going to help him build a PC at some point. Like I had already just like done something for my other two siblings. So I'm like, it's he's due for something. Then I got on the phone with him one night and he was like, "Oh man, like I'm thinking about now if he hears this, he's gonna be pissed." He was like, "Oh, you can get a new Xbox for like just $34 a month for like 2 years or whatever." I'm like, yeah, it's like a slippery slope to start doing that with things, or like get a new card for an Xbox. But he's such a like wild Bethesda, like just the way he games. When Starfield comes out, if it's any good, he'll probably play it for like 5 years. Like that'll just be his game for like that. He's been playing Morrowind for like 15 years. Like he can just
Can't wait till you
really
see Skyrim,
hunker
dude.
down on a game. And yeah, he was like, Starfield's coming out. Like I have to get next gen. And so after the phone call, and he was like, "Oh, I just know I'm gonna have to spend the money. Like I'll just have to work a little more. Like blah blah blah, whatever." I haven't really like, I don't know. I don't like buy him or my nephew stuff ever. So I'm like, okay, I'll just get him this, and then I'm good. Like I'm clean slate for next maybe Christmas, maybe next birthday. And when it got there, he called me. He was like, "Oh, thank you so like blah blah." You know, he was really happy. And he's like, "Oh, I already thought I was going to spend that money." I'm like, "Yeah, now you can buy Xbox Live and some games for it, and then save your money because he's like he just works a lot like." He just works all the time. I'm like, hey, maybe, save that money. And he's like, oh, I've actually been getting really into gun YouTube lately. I think I'm going to buy an SKS with it. I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah, I think I'm just going to buy like a gun with that money. With yeah, I'm like, well, maybe.
SKS is pretty badass, though. You have to admit, come on.
Yeah, I know it's a cool pick. I know when he's out, I'm like, well, it's like one of the only guns I know because the Tarkov, like that is cool. But also, he mentioned a different gun at first, too. He's like, I really want this. But it's way too expensive. I don't think I should buy that. I'm like, no, like you shouldn't even be buying an Xbox. Like, what the fuck is going on? So like, also now, like if he kills himself with that gun ever or someone else, which he wouldn't, but like if he does, that's not me in a kind of
in a way. Yeah, he was able to buy and kill because you bought him an Xbox.
Yeah.
So video games do cause violence.
Yeah, they cause gun violence.
Shut the fuck up. Get off my podcast. All right? That's the one misinformation platform I will not run on this podcast.
Bethesda games cause gun violence.
Shootings, yeah.
Fallout 4 caused my brother to kill my mom.
After my uncle died, I went over there and we were like just kind of like sifting through his stuff, basically. That's a nice way of putting it. But
ravaging his
belongings,
his life and belongings
with some firearms and stuff. There was also like firearms
you were ravaging in his thing.
He also had like 1990s 1980s like firearm magazines and stuff that he had just kept.
You could buy like collages,
like a SKS you could buy for like $100 $80.
That's dope.
Like they were cheap.
Apparently there's a ton of them. Yeah.
Yeah. There was a bunch, and now I feel like it's kind of
popular, dude.
Yeah. They've kind of dried up, so to speak, which sucks.
My brother, we have like vastly different childhoods. This was just a lot harder and things, I don't know.
I feel like that's sad when siblings have a different upbringing, so to speak. Abby has a half brother that kind of
is just way cooler and
raised
smarter.
Differently, There's definitely more care going into the younger brother.
My little sister is like everything. Like she just, I don't know.
The test tube.
I'm sure my older brother saw me being raised and was like, this piece of shit. Like he gets everything
easy.
Now, now I watch my little sister. I'm like, what the fuck? Like she's basically an only child. We're also like we've talked about so many times, like so varied in age. Apart. Yeah.
What's fucked up is the opposite for me, actually, because my parents, like they had Zach. And that's their firstborn. That's their little baby boy. Mm-hmm. And so they put so much care into like every new thing that he was doing was the first time that was being experienced for them as parents. So he was in all these like magnet programs and like AP classes, but like advanced stuff because they put more care into his parenting. And then I was like an afterthought. And so I was basically feral.
That was in case you got shot or something.
I was like a little feral kid, I guess, until I was older.
They always told you if he died, you would have to start going by Zach. Yeah. That's going to be your name. That's your backup name.
Yeah. And at first I was kind of like butthurt about it because you could tell like he cared about him a little bit more. You get the vibe. And then I realized like my oldest definitely learned how to like say her alphabet and like read stuff way earlier than the second one.
Second one's probably dumb as shit.
There's more one-on-one. There's more one-on-one time.
The second one's more like you, right?
Yeah. No, the second one. Maybe it is just. Maybe it is my personality or whatever.
Going nowhere. This kid's the dumbest.
I don't want to graduate high school. I want to do a podcast.
Okay. Well,
I honestly, it would be so sweet. Like it's only something now that can happen in like this generation, a little like this. Your kid's generation, but like it'd be so weird to have your dad be a YouTuber. I'm sure you think about that sometimes, like just how much shit is like I've probably seen like 5 pictures of my dad my age, and now like if I ever have kids, there's just so much content that they could just fucking watch where I'm like doing weird or heinous things.
Yeah,
and like it's just so like I don't know anything about my family, and if they found this catalog, like I'm just way more exposed.
Like Yeah,
Yeah.
imagine if you saw your mom with a Photoshop of her like putting a gun to a dog's head.
Yeah,
Like you'd be like, "What the fuck is this?" Why
Honestly,
is
though, like
this-
it would be cool, and like for us, it's cooler because
Yeah,
like, we
to
are
know that they were
podcasters.
young
Yeah,
at
like,
one
it's
point
cool.
and not just parental figures.
Yeah,
Yeah, because I've said this before. My family got basically a camera in 1965, and they took pictures for about 2 years, and then they fell off the map until my brother was born in 1990 or 1986. So like there wasn't a photo
There's a big
between
gap.
1965 when my mom was young, and then to like 1986.
I
There
wish
was no
my
photos.
family was like that home movie type of family where it's like you could see. Yeah, there's like a decent amount of pictures of me as a little tiny kid, and then I feel like I didn't exist for like 10 years.
Yeah,
And then there's like me on Facebook taking like
yeah, the little,
little
yeah, the
selfies.
selfies.
Yeah. I was looking through this the other day, and I was showing them like Devin and them, and it's like I'm doing just the most. I look like just the gayest little. I had this one Aeropostale shirt I was so proud of because I got Aeropostale.
This is
so late.
Aeropostale, dude.
Yeah,
it was
everyone had already
Aeropostale.
been
That was
rocking it
big.
for like 2 years, and I'd wear an undershirt with the Aeropostale over, and in all my pictures, I'm like, hey.
Dude, every kid goes through an undershirt phase.
Yeah,
where
it
they
was
wear
cool.
undershirts with everything. Yeah.
It was cool. It was badass. And now I look at the pictures, I'm like, you look so fucking stupid. And I'll do that now, 10 years from now.
I thought
But
about that too with
it's
like Madeline's now 5. 5 is old enough that she remembers things. I remember when I was 5, certain key memories happening with like me and my dad or
I
something.
remember the womb.
And I remember like working under a car with my dad, and like, of course I wasn't doing anything. He was actually working on the car, but I was just under there, and I was
Holding
just like,
a light.
yeah, doing stupid shit like that. And then I was thinking like, okay, well, that's what my dad was doing. What am I doing for my kid at 5? And she doesn't like shitting by herself. So when she goes shit, I'm not just going to sit there in the bathroom and stare at her. So I'm usually doing like a one-man play, just like fucking talking and joking around and doing like weird shit. And I thought about it, I'm like, this is her memory of her father. It's just this
Doing a weird
fucking
little dance.
stupid court jester, just like just doing stupid shit by himself.
And in a weird meta way, like one day she could listen to this and hear you describe like
my
Or it's a little
shitty
kid,
parenting
yeah.
method, me realizing I should be a little bit more adult.
no,
We're a little bit more
kid.
stoic.
Yeah,
Nah.
here's taxes, kid. Look and do these. I think you're
Abby's
fine.
adult enough for the both
Yeah,
of you,
being
man.
a
Don't worry
jokester.
about that.
Yeah, I don't think that's.
Yeah,
A
that's
lot of
true.
my-
Abby's got the rock,
She's like
the
fun
matronly,
black hole.
the fun
A lot of-
governor. That's what I call her. She gets pissed. Yeah.
A lot of my most fond memories with my dad when I was a little kid are like him doing goofy things or checking around playing video games with me and stuff. I
Yeah.
don't think there's anything wrong with that.
You should prank her. Do
Yeah.
more pranks. Do remember those.
I think you should raise her, the second one, different, even more different. I've always wanted to raise a kid with a fake accent or something, or like a false sense of what the world's like outside your house, or something.
Okay, so
Or
the
like,
problem
just
is
throw
right
one
now-
word in her vocabulary that's nonsense, and then she'll use it one day.
Okay, let me tell you something. One word that's nonsense. She's at this phase where I have to phrase this delicately, so it seems like it's not a learned thing. Okay, but kids go through this phase where they love saying just like random word garbage, and they just say things that rhyme. And but here's the thing: is that
Scared where this is going.
Yeah, I know.
Really seems like you're about to say she says the N-word or something.
she says
Wait, so
every
she
once in a
saw
while she
Tigger
says
in
the
the-
N-word,
what do
and
you
me
put-
and Abby look at each other because she'll just sit there and go like,
Jeez. Okay.
she'll be like bigger, jigger, and she'll say it, and then I'll be like, I'll look at Abby and I'll be like, if we make a big deal out of it, then she'll hang up on it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, cause she'll just be like, blah, 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 and she'll say like ass or something. Cause we try not to curse in front of them. We don't curse in front of them. And every time my brother's over, I'm like, come on, bro, really? You just gonna sit there and drop F-bombs in front of a 5-year-old?
Yeah.
I try not to be super vulgar around them and everything. And when they say it though, I'm like, do you just stop them or go like, you can't say that?
Never say that.
Yeah.
You can't say that. Only
so
they can
bad.
say that. Like, do
Which
you?
will never say in her
Jigger,
Do
I
life.
get it.
do I teach them like she's too young to get racial connotation. Like I can't explain that shit to her.
Well, you
So
can
I
try
just
if
go
you wanna
like,
be more
maybe
adult
she'll
with her.
never hit that fucking word ever again. I'm hoping. I've only heard it 5, 6, 8 times in the past week. It's her favorite word. That's all she says.
She can't write bigger with anything. It's fucking.
That's what she calls everybody. Both Abby and I.
Yeah.
You need to sit her down and go watch Roots or something and be like, well, understand this.
Yeah. That's my word. I made it.
And
up.
it doesn't help. Yeah, they're using my word. If my word's supposed to be said with love, why are they saying it so angrily in this movie? Because she says it with such an angelic little 5-year-old voice, you know. She's a little girl with Barbies and stuff. It's funny hearing it. But
calls one of the Barbies.
Yeah,
insane.
But you were saying like raising a kid with an accent. And I'm not trying to raise a kid with an accent. I'm trying to break a fucking accent. I don't know how it happened.
No.
The oldest one has a twang, an insane
Abby.
hard twang. Abby's accent is not 50% of what this bitch's accent is. All right, this kid is like, this kid is just straight up trailer park, like Dwight Yoakam's daughter type country. Just insanely country. And
well,
like,
you need to give the younger one
what happened?
A delicate British accent to counterbalance it.
Yeah.
The people
Kinda
think
even
they're
it
like,
out.
that'd be almost like that Lindsay Lohan movie. I'm really awesome today. I'm really on top of it.
He's on
Parent
it.
Trap.
Parent
Trap. Fuck.
Wait, isn't that a movie where she plays a twin?
Yeah.
And there's like another.
And
So she had to react every.
Yeah.
That must have been
Why couldn't they just get
horrible
real twins?
for the adults in that movie, because I've always heard like the worst thing in the world is acting, like working with kids. Imagine acting with a kid that then has to redo the scene and play their own twin. You know?
Yeah.
It's probably a pain in the ass.
Yeah, it probably sucks. That's probably why she became a drug addict because of that
Probably.
movie.
Yeah. Try to steal a kid in Syria or something.
Yeah.
I've said that
whatever.
before too, but like, yeah, that's what happened to my mom. Is my grandpa had to break the southern accent out of her when they moved up north to Indiana. It is north, but like north to Indiana, and he was like, "No one will respect you if you talk like that." And my grandma's still though, like, you're not gonna break it out of her, but my grandma, yeah, is like, "Oh, hi there, everybody." Like, yeah, she's a little Southern belle.
Yeah.
And yeah, no one else really talks like that. Sometimes like I'll hear it in my aunts because they're older than my mom. Like they say certain things like that, but
Abby's grandma is so insanely country. She's from West Virginia, and she like grew up without running water and stuff.
Yeah.
So she's like, she's just insanely country, and like, she's like, we're kinfolk. And so if I'm like, hey, can you pass a dinner roll? She'll just grab one and like throw like baseball pitches. Where like I grew up like, you know, like germ theory, like you pass the basket. I don't know. But she's like, here you go. Boom. You want some cornbred?
Yeah, good thing my grandma is the type of Southern person with some goddamn manners. Yeah, she's not an animal.
No, this guy's from West Virginia, dude. Yeah. As country as it gets.
I don't know. It's like not. It's like country, but it's not really. It's like mountain folk. They're Appalachian mountain people. They just live. They're just like moonshiners and probably incest riddled, and
that's where my mom's family's from. Boom.
Yeah, bro.
Half moonshiners, half Toledo, Ohio Jew. Those are the great hybrid.
Famously get along.
Yeah. You have no idea the stink my mom churned up in the family when she was like, "Yeah, this is my husband."
I can imagine. Someone in my mom's family, married a black man, and it was like apparently like a massive fucking like, you're not part of the family. But we also, my subsect of the family got disowned as well. So I think it's like a red flag if you.
Dude,
stay
we
in
got
my
like
family.
the same family history. I swear, my sect of the family is also.
We're excommunicated.
Racist?
Yeah, excommunicado.
But we're not excommunicado for like that progressive of a reason. It's because my grandma married a coal miner. My grandpa, so he just looked like a black man with a coal slab.
Not even blackface is okay. Damn.
Yeah, but there's a lot of cool. I wish, dude. Oh my god, my uncle. Which it's funny too, because he's not. I haven't really thought of this, but he's not technically like from the family married in to my aunt. But I've probably talked about this. Like, you have anyone in your family that's like obsessed with Ancestry.com or any of that shit? He's a maniac about anyone that comes in new. It was so funny. My cousins were visiting. Of course, they're like, I've only met them once when I was a little kid, and now like a week ago, because they live in Seattle and Portland. It's two sisters, and they're my uncle's daughters. My uncle died when I was a little kid, so like I didn't really know him, and I don't know them, and like cool. Of course, they're like, they seem the most like me. Like they're just really cool, and like they work like corporate jobs. Like they're like the most like real people in that regard in my family. So they live on the other side of the fucking country, and I never see them. But as soon as they like walked into the house and everyone's like, oh, hey, my uncle, bang, takes a picture of her, bang, gets her husband. And he like puts everyone in this app. And he's like, he's gotten me before with, he like wants me to help him set up. He wants to put QR codes on everyone's graves. So you can just scan them and then.
Oh yeah,
like,
QR codes are going to be used 60 years from now.
Yeah,
Are you kidding me? That's like
he wants
that's
to
going to be like,
well,
oh, put your fax number on your gravestone in the
He
90s.
was asking me like what it will be timeless. I'm like, dude, I have no fucking idea.
Fucking print letter, bro.
It hasn't been invented
English
yet. Like,
letters? I don't know.
Yeah, no, but no, he wants it is a cool idea.
Last
like,
name?
The fact that you would, because you see what their fucking name. You see when they were born, when they died. That doesn't tell you anything. Like if there was a way to see like a bigger biography, but he wants to write like biographies about fucking every person in the family. Bless you.
Thank you,
and
dude.
learn about our entire history. And he's
Jesus
like
Christ.
the only guy fighting for that, which it is. I'll love the fruits of his labor if he ever does. Like I don't know anything about us historically, so.
You know what?
Cool.
There was a great schism. No, it wasn't a great schism that happened, but it was a one of the family. I used to get invited to these like what were they called? Family reunions. Family reunions, and my section of the family. This is how fucking stupid my family is, dude. They would do this family reunion, and then they would eat at separate tables. If you were Methodist, you would eat at one table, and if you were Southern Baptist, you would eat at the other. And you weren't allowed to mingle. I'm like, why are we fucking here? Why are we here?
What the hell?
And I refused to go to them. But the point is that apparently at one of them there was the great guy that was like, I'm the historian of the family, and he had the full like genealogy of our family or whatever, and the full tree. And they've determined that I can't say the surname because it's doxing, but my mom's family, they have a surname that everybody was like, oh, this is who we are.
Arthur.
Yeah.
And apparently he was like, oh no, it turns out that this person way back when in like the late 1800s murdered some guy and then skipped town and just changed his name to this and moved down to some other place in South Carolina. And so he was like a murderer that was just like, I'm skipping town and changing my name so nobody knows me. And then he started basically the rest of the family. So we're actually it's a Scottish last name. We're one of the clans from.
I feel like you're getting closer and closer to doxing.
Yeah. No. It's fine. It's fine.
South Carolina killer with a Scottish name.
Yeah.
No, there's a lot of Scots around there. A lot of Scots
Yeah.
around.
Okay.
So but anyways, my grandfather was like, you're saying that like that was just inconceivable to him that his family member would ever kill somebody, you know, because he was such a morally upright man.
Dirty blood, then like you've got evil in you.
Well, what's funny is my great grandfather, my grandfather's father, this guy that's like, I refuse to believe that I come from a guy that murdered somebody. His own dad was like an insane, basically murderer.
Because it would have been like that guy's dad, right?
I guess
been the killer or something. Like it wouldn't be that.
No, I think
it
was my great grandfather's grandfather.
Okay.
Because my great grandfather, my grandfather said was a nice guy. And so I think being an insane, drunk, alcoholic asshole skips generations. Yeah. So like
where are you?
My grandfather was a great man.
Oh,
My great grandfather, not so much, but my great grandfather owned a meat wagon thing that he would like serve people like
he was also the son of the killer.
Yeah, he was the
this
son
sounds like-
of the killer, I think.
Okay.
And then it goes up, then the killer was probably not a great guy.
Yeah, not.
And then his
killers usually,
grandma-
Yeah, he
if
was a
you
little bit
kill
of a dick, but
someone
his
and change your
grandpa
last
was
name,
awesome.
you're probably not a great guy. To be
Well, we
honest.
don't know the full story. We really got
Yeah.
to get both sides.
I'll make sure to go track that down.
What do you
do? But
So
what's
he's a
great is
serial
like
killer.
I think if I remember correctly, the great like whatchamacallit, like the family tree or whatever ended with like in the early 1800s, 4 brothers walked down from the Appalachian Mountains into this city and like
We found this city, New
and it's
York.
like that's the beginning. It's just like these 4 brothers
Dude,
walked
my
down from
uncles-
this place.
My uncle's
Like,
probably
that's
got
awesome.
it down to like from the dawn of man. He walked down from the Garden of Eden.
Some people can track that shit all the way. Like
The
my
Garden
mom's
of
family is a
Eden.
bunch of poor ass people that got sent over here because they owed debt to other people. So
But if you're like,
It's
from
not
a
as cool.
prestigious family,
Yeah,
it
mega
goes. They were
scammers,
like,
yeah.
it was actually written down.
yeah,
Lineage.
badass.
Yeah, we've
or
got
if you
that
live in
classic.
Iceland,
I don't know, like, I get it, but it's like also, it's like, I don't really, everyone says shit like that, but I do remember him saying once, like, my grandma's, like, the rich people side that's all excommunicated, and they're, like, racist, that they're, like, we're related to the Queen of England, and we're related to this. Then the other side, it's like, you're related to one of the guys from Braveheart. And I'm like, oh, cool.
Oh shit.
Like, yeah, okay. Like Mel Gibson, we're related
Mel
to Mel
Gibson,
Gibson.
yeah. You two
Another
racist families.
Yeah. And then my dad's side, I honestly have. It's kind of sad, like, because that uncle on my mom's side, he's like kind of doing the work, but on my dad's side, it's like I don't even know anything past my great grandpa. I don't know anything about my great grandpa except for that he was like a World War I veteran, and then I have no idea really how how they ended up in Ohio or where they come from or what.
no one
any
knows
part
how
of-
they end up in Ohio. They're there,
did, woke
and then
up.
they can't get out.
They
They
walk-
literally
my
can't
my
get
dad's
out.
like the only guy to get out, and he made it all the way to Indiana.
He ran as far as he could
As far as legs
in one
could
frying
take
pan
it.
and into another one.
Yeah, out of the fire into the frying
Yeah,
pan.
whatever,
Fuck,
however-
I always say it wrong the first time. Out of the frying pan. Into
I didn't
the
even
fire.
remember the
love
saying.
it,
I
love
just
it.
said in the frying pan into another frying pan. It didn't
Yeah.
work better with
From
me.
one frying pan into another.
What was the fucking Betty Hotta?
Yeah.
These are
Yeah,
American
goddamn
turns
popcorn
of phrases,
kernel.
Brian. Shut
You
up.
wouldn't
Okay,
get it.
all right.
Yeah, you wouldn't get it.
Your family
I
probably
don't
came from
understand.
Canada.
This is cool ass Ohio shit, dude.
How do people get to
No.
Canada?
They're so normal.
French
They
people or something?
immigrated.
They're the
and
pussies
they're
that don't.
normal
They're
people.
Americans that don't
I
want to murder.
Yeah, it couldn't be a cowboy. Couldn't.
They're
take it as a
non-racist,
cowboy.
non-murdering Americans. They go up there, the soft
Well,
land
I
of
got
Canada.
Portuguese
Manifest
background. They're
destiny,
pretty.
I'm gonna
They're
go
pretty
north.
racist.
Yeah.
Portugal kind of like made slavery kind of like popular. Is all I'm saying. So
Oh,
we got
yeah.
some
Oh,
You guys are the
advanced
original
Yeah,
racists.
okay,
Yeah,
Brian, you win.
exactly. So,
Your
a
family's the most
racist
racist.
originalis.
He's got a real chip on his shoulder, dude. He's been trying for the past 10 years to prove to me that he's the most racist person ever.
I'll make my great.
You convinced me the first 3 months I knew you. You don't have to keep up this
Within one
crusade.
conversation, I was pretty sure that
Within the first
your family is
2
from Portugal.
sentences.
I can
You
tell.
are-
Have you?
I'm even surprised you even are saying Portugal, and so that's a lot from you. You're really opening up.
Whoa.
It was. I'm not from Portugal, so.
Well, I
it was
mean,
a fake.
that you
It was a
said.
dude.
Oh, yeah.
Is it?
Well, have you, okay, well, enough
from the
about
Czech
past
Republic.
Brian. What about future Brian? Have you ruminated any on the thing you're supposed to do before February 14th?
Are you talking about the guy
Yeah.
that said it? You mean the,
The guy.
astrologer
His
that
name's
said
fucking Rick Levine.
Rick Levine.
Astrologer? You mean our mentor?
Astrologer PhD said I have a
Dude, you
huge
can tell
dick.
Poop's been working out. He clenched his
Through-
fist. You can see those forearm muscles. Look
The
at those
veins.
things.
Yeah,
I
oh my
have not
god.
been really working out, but I've been riding my Bowflex bike. I don't know if that makes your arms bigger, but
Does it have like
Grabbing the
crossbow?
handlebars,
Like
yeah.
it has.
does it have the bow flexes on it?
It
at all?
has, yeah. It has the most like embarrassingly like small weight. It has like two 2-pound dumbbells on it. And
Yeah.
the first one I was riding,
Well,
I was
that's it.
like, well, this is fucking
What do
stupid.
you-
Like, what am I
what
gonna
do
do?
you
Like
do with
1,000 of these? I was like, doing that. I'm like, what the fuck? There's no point to this.
Why is it
They
going
just feel
there?
like my fucking hands. Like I was like, this is like I want you just a hand away. Like what is this? And so I
adds
gave
up,
up on
it
that.
adds
But I need to start working out because people keep messaging me like, you're gonna really let Brian and Sam like be way better shape than you? Like those guys are working. Like
We're not.
you're gonna beat the shit out of me at some point, and I'm gonna have to like.
Las Vegas. You better start
Yeah.
working
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
I'm gonna.
Fighting over some chips or something.
We have a date set, and I'm gonna start swinging the second
Brian's
that
got till
hotel door
February.
closes.
I've got till October until our days of reckoning.
Oof.
Yeah. Okay. I need to. Oh, do you want to hear something awesome about my life? That's just speaking of like. Well, I guess it's not speaking of racists. I don't want to lead a story into me and my roommate starting with that. Speaking of white trash. Speaking of adjacent.
Okay. All right.
I've been, I really try to make this house a home. I'm a kind of the
Yeah, you did a
decorator.
doozy on that front yard.
I'm the guy.
Yeah,
Okay,
you-
well,
The welcoming
front
sand
yard.
pit.
Okay,
I
well
mean,
now.
it is Indiana. He had to keep it a little
Okay,
bit.
yeah. And now my
Indiana.
roommate is
You know what I mean?
he's equaled the playing field by getting the backyard. He's gotten the
It's like
backyard in a
HOA.
different way.
Oh.
When I was meeting that cousin I was talking about, like I went back home, I had to go meet her basically because my mom's like, you never see anyone. A mom starts a fucking phone call like, when's the last time you called me? I'm like, Jesus.
Yeah.
And then, not now, bitch. Bang, hang up. And then I call her back and say, hello. And anyway, when I went there, the day before we had hosted a little barbecue and we really worked. I can't actually say anything. I kind of slept through the setup stage. But they made the backyard look very classy.
Toiled and toiled to
Yeah,
make
well-
this thing nice.
And it was actually looking very nice. They're very classy. And when I left to go home, I don't know why I keep almost saying my hometown name. Like I just so want to dox myself. I went home. I'm not going to say the name of my home. And
There you go.
when I was leaving, two of our friends were staying over from after the barbecue, and they were, they're bad influences. They're getting my roommate a little hyped up about like, we should get like a kiddie pool for like, we can just put our feet in it. It's a hot day, like summer, like let's get a kiddie pool, drink some beers. And I was like, all right, guys, don't go too crazy, but like kiddie pool, yeah, no harm, no foul. Maybe my dog will like it. I come home. I'm like, oh, geez, I was back home, blah, blah, blah. I walk in the door. I didn't realize at the time that this would be, when someone's trying to like coyly be like, I'll just say it directly. He asked me when I walked in, he's like, so did you swim at your mom's new little pond? And he's getting at like, do I like swimming? Like, am I excited for about a big reveal I'm about to see that's about swimming? And I said probably the worst thing I could say in response. I was like, it did like, I think I've grown out of swimming. Like, I honestly don't even really like it anymore. Like, I was like really going out. Like,
I don't even like being wet.
yeah, no, I was a lifeguard
Yeah.
for like
I like
years.
both.
It's just kind of like, I don't know. I think I'm good. Like, unless it's like I'm at the ocean or something, or it's like I'm there for swimming. I'm like, I don't like being soaking wet.
You got an in-ground
Oh,
pool,
yeah.
like a
No,
fucking
well, he was like-
$40,000 pool.
Yeah, totally.
Carved the
Yeah,
whole
this is-
backyard
yeah.
for it.
No, and then I was like, where is everything? He's like, oh, they're outside. And I went out there and I'm like, oh, yeah, he bought an above ground pool, the classier version. It was like a 14 by 14 foot, like this huge, it's way bigger than it's out, like above ground pool. And I was like, oh my God, like fuck. And it just looks about as trashy as you would imagine above ground pool. And also I now feel bad because I'm like, I've just been like, I hate pools. I
Yeah.
hate swimming. I hate pools. I don't like being wet. And they had bought it like 8 hours earlier and they were still filling it up with the hose and it was about like halfway full. And they're like, yeah, but think tomorrow morning, like we can go swimming. And we had to leave it all day. Next day, it's like fucking full, but it's just cold. It just sucks.
Your water bill's
And-
insanely
Yeah, my
high.
water
Yeah.
bill's fucked. And I can't remember what I was like. I wasn't trying to be like the Grinch, but like what? Did you spill that?
What did you
Did someone
do?
just throw that at you?
I fucking pulled a you at the Wubby's game show. You kept knocking shit
I
over and
spilled-
blaming it on me.
That's
You
what I
knocked
got.
over my drink.
I got paper towel right here. Did I spill
Thanks,
my?
thanks for passing
Yeah.
them to me.
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
that'd be a good bit. Oh fuck! I still drink so
Spill it over.
often because I just like whoa when I'm talking. I just slap it out.
No,
My
mine was
keyboard,
a
control doesn't work.
it's a circular handle, and so it like spun in my hands and flipped it into my own face.
How sauced are you? What's in that fucking cup?
Vodka.
Oh, just straight vodka.
That's why.
It's all down my side, dude. I have a similar.
Wait.
Oh yeah, keep going.
It's basically done. You're actually almost completely clear to talk. But I have now made the agreement with my roommate that I will be completely okay with the purchase if we can get some trashy babes in it. So it's summer. If any viewers are trying to come pool party, I'm joking. Don't come near my house. I'm getting more and more doxable.
Unless you're like a really hot whore. In this
I'm the house with the front yard filled with dead grass and the backyard
full of white trash.
New Vegas in the front.
Gonna be real hard to find in Indiana.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
The hardest thing to find in Indiana.
Needle in a haystack. Yeah.
Go look for a white trash house in Indiana.
But the inside's very classy. So that will make it. That is when you'll know. Anyway, what were you saying?
It was along the same type of like, I hate it when people do this, and it's conversationally along the same lines. Is my dad's wife, I guess my stepmom.
That's what she is.
If she listens to this, I love ya.
I'm at that point now with my stepmom.
You
at the end of a call.
Your stepmom, so.
I don't say love you because that's an extra
That's
step.
reserved
I say
for
love
moms. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I
actually have never talked to my stepmom outside of talking to my dad, and she's in the periphery. But
I mean, she has no tie to you, really.
Yeah, she's like not.
Because
she's
your dad's
like
dicking her down doesn't mean you are the fucking socializer.
Unless
there.
she's
my
dicking me
stepmom,
down,
she's
I
awesome.
don't fucking.
Yeah.
I don't fucking care.
Watching too much porn. But anyway, go on.
You're not like those stepmoms I see on the internet.
You're like way uncooler.
Yeah.
No, they came over to my house, and this was back when I like lived at like
What
the place
address?
that I was. No, it was like my first place out where I was renting, and she was like, "Hey, like I forget what the fuck it was for.
Hey,
It was like
your dad's on a business trip.
it was like
Yeah,
Christmas
and
or
I'm
some shit. I forget what it was, but she was like, "Do you guys have
Big
dish
gift.
towels?" And she was like, "Do you guys have dish towels?" And I was like, "Yeah, like of course we have dish
hate
towels."
Dish towels.
I was like, "No, I went out of my way." Like, I was like, "I'm not like Zach. You've met Zach, and Zach listens to all these, so I can't fucking shit on him too much. But I'm just gonna say it right here, right now. He turned 18 and scrammed. Okay, he was like, I can't get away fast enough. He got the fuck out of there, but he was completely unprepared. He just left the house with like a toothbrush,
Spindle.
yeah,
Stick
and just
Bindle.
he left, and then he got there and he was like, wait, I don't have like I don't have
He
a
opened it up,
vacuum.
there's nothing in his hand.
I don't have
Nothing in
like
his bandana.
I don't have sheets for my bed. I don't have like toothpaste. There's like a bunch of shit
Just
that you need to
rollerblades.
just like run a house that he didn't have. And when me and Abby left, like I didn't tell my mom I was making money from YouTube. So I was just like living with her, and because as soon as I got like a paycheck in, she'd be like, "Pay me rent," you know. So
Yeah.
I was just stockpiling it to buy a place. And when me and Abby moved out, we like for the first 6 months before we even moved out, like we were just buying towels, cleaning supplies, vacuum cleaner, like all the necessities to move out. And so I was just like, no, I don't need fucking dish towels. I bought that shit a year and a half ago before I moved out. And then like 20 minutes later I unwrap it and it's dish towels and shit. But I'm like, if you already bought something, don't like in a conversation tease it and ask me about it, because what if she's like, do you like SpongeBob? I'd be like, no, I fucking hate SpongeBob. He's the dumbest motherfucker ever. And then she's like, here, open my present, jackass. You're about to feel like a fucking asshole in 2 seconds.
like him. He rocks.
Yeah. I mean, what am I supposed to do? I unwrap it and go, oh, wow, I feel like a fucking dick.
Yeah, it just makes you feel bad.
You're so much better than the ones we have. Thank you.
So anyways, my stepmom and your roommate, they suck.
Yeah, they'd be perfect together.
Fuck 'em.
Yeah.
No, I felt bad because like that night I was like, what the fuck? My roommate's like, I'm sorry, dude. Like, they talked me into it. Like, and also we were gonna get a much smaller one, but this one was $200 off. Like, how are you gonna pass up that deal?
By the way, someone sent in to my PO box. He sent in one of those pools.
What?
Yes.
A fucking above ground pool?
Inflatable.
He sent like an above ground pool.
A full ass pool.
It's big enough that it has metal structure
Supports.
that you have to like put
What
up
the
and
fuck?
then
Why?
yeah.
We could have saved $400.
Yeah, I could.
Yeah,
I could
could
mail
send it over to
I don't
you.
have a flat enough backyard for it. Like if I tried doing that, it would just flip or something.
How much does that cost to ship? That's
Yeah,
fucking
that's
insane.
I don't know.
crazy.
I have no idea.
I gotta get a PO
human's
box.
diet.
I have a
two.
feeling it's the same guy that kept stealing shit from a hospital and sending it
He
in.
stole
I feel like
some
it'd be a
guy's pool.
different guy, yeah, because like that guy's clearly like stealing, and this guy,
Dude, this entire like 97% of this PO box is propped up by this one guy that's like stabbing in every direction to send shit. He's just like, do you guys have anything to spread cream cheese on bagels? I got you, dude. And he'll just like send in weird shit.
That's
Well, why don't you
Very generous.
hint to him what you would
What
like
I
to
want?
see in
yeah.
there?
Tell him instead what you want: an in-ground pool,
Viagra,
Viagra, joking equipment,
Blue
Gel-
Chew,
yeah.
Blue Chew,
hot
used
tub.
or not used, I don't care.
Brazzers
Just as long as it gels.
subscription, year paid in advance. Is
Or
that even a
not.
company anymore? I don't even know.
Brazzers.
Yeah,
Probably.
probably. I don't know.
It's like it's like Google.
Did you guys have any like guilty watch at like 3 a.m. as a kid? Like, did you watch any of those Girls Gone Wild ads that went on for like 10 minutes?
I
in the
remember
AM?
waking up once
They
and
had-
those were playing
dude,
and I
we-
was watching.
you were like,
and then,
boing.
well, I used to sleep
There
on
was
the
like
couch.
tasteful porn that
Yeah.
played.
Yeah.
I think it was like a soap opera, but they would have sex scenes in it.
One
and you're
time I
like,
was watching
gotta
it.
jerk off real quick before the commercial.
I would never jerk
Yeah.
off to. I was too young, but I remember
Well, you know.
my older brother woke up once and was like, "What are you watching?" I'm like, "No, it's just like this is what TV turns into." Like I've not put. I don't even know what this is. Like, yeah, no, I didn't. I was just having this conversation with not that exactly, but my friends last night because they were all talking about like, dude, we gotta like. It's actually really nice, like the benefits of not jerking off. I'm like, dude, what are you like jerking off
Dude, they
rules?
found
And
that part TikTok. Dude.
yeah, I was asking him, like, what do you like? How often you jerk off? Like once a day or what? And they're like, dude, when it's like bad, like,
Like,
four
vitamins.
times a day. And I
How
was
do you
like,
have time to do stuff?
That's like non-functioning.
Yeah.
That-
well, they have like very intense jobs too. When I was like,
okay.
what
Yeah.
the fuck? Like, I it's like the rookie question, I guess. I've never understood when I see people
So the
talk
rookie
about having a
numbers.
bunch of tabs open. I was like, well, are you watching like the same porn multiple times in one day? Or are you like a different one every time? And they're like, dude, I've got like 10 tabs
get a
open of
lineup.
different
Yeah.
porns. What is that
Yeah.
even? Like, that's porn rot. Like, that's porn
That's
brain.
porn
It's like a
rot. No,
charcuterie
that's
board
what
of porn.
I'm telling you. I am a reformed porn consumer.
Yeah,
All right.
wait, you would
You're
watch
porn
one
rot.
video
You
at once?
do.
Dude, I'm telling you, I have seen videos where it's like a porn fucking like the video is like 6 different porn feeds.
Wait, what?
And it's like a
How do you
fucking
get
It's
into
like
the
the
story?
Matrix or
it's
something.
it's like a goddamn like
Oracle or
Clockwork
whatever.
Orange like trying to turn me. It's like a gay conversion therapy camp type video.
Trying to turn you straight.
Yeah,
Oh,
trying
it's like
to
a
turn me
security
straight.
guard
Yeah.
and with just like a bunch of little screens.
It's just
I
fucking
guess-
just nothing but like tits and cum in every direction.
I mean, I see
And I'm sitting there
appeal.
watching that and I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, what is
What am I
going
even-
on
You
here?
can't pay attention.
Yeah, it's the most gooner shit in the world. I didn't even know gooning was a thing until Stalt told me about it. Have you heard?
I
of
hear that a lot. It's
It was
Gooning
starting
is
to
when
think
you
it's
have
not
a
what I think it is.
computer, like the movie Swordfish. You ever seen that?
with John Travolta or
John
something. Wait,
Travolta, Hugh Jackman, and
Jackman.
Halle Berry. You see Halle Berry's little boobies.
I've
little
seen
boo-boos?
that once very long time ago.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I don't.
in that movie, John Travolta
first
has a
erection.
computer with 3 monitors, and then above that, 3 monitors, and then above that, 3 monitors. So he's got 9 monitors in a
gooning.
big square. And a true gooner will have a 9-monitor setup. Each monitor will have different porn going on
That's
it.
what Gooning is?
And then they sit there and just overload their mind with porn all fucking day, and then just edging. Like they'll
Just
just
to
sit there
feel
and
something.
like jack
I
off
thought-
until they're edging.
I thought Gooning had like like a social element. Like I thought it was like you and your friends all jerk off to one thing together, and you're like
each other off,
goons,
yeah.
like you're like all gooning.
Let's
together.
see, because like the definition
Yeah,
I
let's
got
look it
was
up.
just like a porn hyper consumer that just spends all
Alexa,
day
what's
edging.
gooning?
I believe you, dude.
Sorry, I don't know
Oh,
that.
you fucking piece of shit.
Gooning is a
It's
form
paperweight.
of legal kidnapping. Okay, wait, this is
I
wrong.
just saw
Hold
that
on.
too,
Urban
yeah.
Dictionary. Okay. Gooning is most simply defined as a
We
state
talked about
usually
this,
achieved.
This is blue in my search. I looked this up like a week ago, and I fucking already forgot.
It's usually achieved after a prolonged edging session when a man becomes completely hypnotized by the feeling radiating his penis. Since
Whoa.
a gooning
Okay, never
state can only be achieved after edging, the man's dick will have become mightily aroused at this point, and every caress the male's genitals are subjected to will trigger a potent elation.
Sounds awesome.
Whoa, that's
Yeah,
dude,
I-
that
you know
was
what,
like
at
a
first,
David
like-
Attenborough kind of definition there. What the
Every
fuck?
time I've heard it, it's always been like from people that are normal, and then they talk about gooning in such a bad way, like wagging their finger at it. But now that it's like coming
This doesn't
from a
sound too
gooner,
bad.
So it's just
Yeah.
like jerking off really well.
It's
It
just-
almost
Yeah,
sounds
it's-
like
yeah, it's the
like
gold
optimized
standard of jacking
coming.
off.
because like every once in a while I'll have a jerk off where it's like
Where you goon? Everyone's
no,
goon.
not
it,
goon,
apparently.
but I'll like be
Where
like,
you'll
wow,
look at
that
yourself
was-
in the mirror and be like, "Damn, dude, you hit it. You knocked
Dude,
it out of the
like,
park."
I just feel like like once in a blue moon, it's like I could smoke a cigarette after that. Like that was good.
Yeah.
It was like almost like getting your
Yeah.
dick sucked. And then like sometimes I'm just like, ugh, God, like, ugh.
Yeah, that's the opposite.
Yeah.
of
Dude,
goon. That's
the
an
most
anti-goon.
like just angry and frustrated I've ever been. Have you ever had just like a dud orgasm where you
All
come
the
and it's
time.
like
yeah.
you feel nothing and you're just like, what the fuck is even
Yeah.
the fucking point?
Yeah, why waste my
I've
time?
had-
Yeah,
I've
you
had
get the
dud
post nut
sex
clarity without
before,
the nut.
yeah, and it's just
you know?
like,
Yeah.
ugh.
Oh, dud sex is that's the unspoken. You can talk about dud masturbating, but
Oh,
I can't
dud
even
sex,
speak
yeah.
about dud sex because like
Well, yeah, because
if the
you
if the
just
partner
see what
hears
happened.
about it, yeah.
I did
Yeah.
once.
You
yeah,
ever
where I
have
was
dud
just-
sex,
this is
Brian?
gross.
I'm gonna tell Mia.
No,
you ever had
never.
dud sex?
Luckily, no. Thank
It's
God.
been awesome the
I
whole
couldn't even
time.
relate to that one.
There's this time where I was almost like outside of my body because of how how little
you
I,
let
awesome
an
I am at
out-of-body
no, how little I wanted to be there and how out of the sex I was. And I was just staring. There was just a window with the blinds, and I could see cars driving by. And I was just like,
I wish I was there.
I was just like, yeah, I was just like thinking about, like, I was just like, I want to be home. Like, I honestly, I was someone. This girl had like a hoe catcher, and I got basically like ringed into sex, and it was really like kind of like morally gross of her. And while it was happening, I was like, oh fuck, whatever. And then the whole time I was like, I want to be like playing video games, or I want to be like watching a TV show or something. And I was like,
You're thinking of
I was
spray
like
patterns
wasted.
and rust.
Yeah,
like,
I was just like so dissatisfied. And then I think when I came, I was just like, job's done. Like,
Yeah.
Can I go
You
home?
hang up that hard hat and you fucking go
Yeah.
home and
Yeah. And then I was like,
clock
I got
out.
a big meeting tomorrow or something. Like, I gotta get the hell out of here.
By the way, this is a better definition for gooning. I found
Okay.
this is a Medium article. It says gooning
article,
is
nice.
part tantric sex and part repeated self pleasure to the point of trance. That makes more sense when you say it like that, because tantric sex is very like slow and like it's a build up over time. And if you think of like tantric sex is what normal cool people are having, gooning is what incels have.
So you're like having foreplay with your jerk off?
Yeah, it's like
Jerk off foreplay?
Yeah, right?
it's like tantric sex for the people that can't fuck anybody.
I'm like rubbing my ears and like
It's
feeling
edging
my
on
belly.
steroids. Apparently,
Wait, this fucking thing is like, this is why you should try gooning. I'm on your Medium article you're talking about.
Yeah.
There's like a bunch of different gooning.
yeah. There's
types,
goon,
dude.
solo
Wow.
gooning. Gooning is all about yourself.
Whoa,
Mutual
gooning
gooning,
party.
sissy
Group
gooning,
gooning. Okay.
gay gooning, findom
Yeah.
gooning, female gooning, gooning party. You
So
guessed it.
gooning POV?
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
It's the one type of gooning that
It seems like you
okay.
can goon
There's a
all the
gooning
time.
guide. Best gooning tips: goon alone so that you can.
I
be
guess
as loud
I
as you
am. Yeah,
want.
because like
Wait, no, Brian, read out all these gooning tips. I gotta know all
right.
these.
All right, number 2.
touch
Don't
your
worry if
penis.
you orgasm sooner than you want, especially the first few times. Gooning takes practice.
Whoa.
Okay. Pay very
Okay.
close attention to what happens in your body right before you orgasm. You'll learn when to stop.
My penis comes.
Wait, what is that?
That's what
Yeah, my balls start.
And like I know what edging is, but it's just like
This
really
is
be
just
straight. It's just
edging.
like you just
Minus-
don't come. Like you just keep yourself
You
from
get to
coming.
that point where you think
you
you're
turn
about to
into a
nut,
goon.
and then you. We should save all this stuff for no
We should
plates,
goon.
more dates or whatever. Get it? Since that guy's like a goddamn joking maestro, he should know something about.
Okay,
gooning.
now just to be full like circle. And jelking is what
Joking is where
compared
you.
to-
I think it's like where you just yank on your dick for prolonged periods of time to try to make it grow.
to make it longer.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like your.
Yeah,
It's like your.
So
it
it's like-
seems
it's
like,
like
a
non-sexual
caveman way of
edging?
making your penis longer. No, like literally, people will tie like a weight to the end of their penis, and it'll stretch
that
their
was a
penis
joke.
until
At
it's
that
longer.
point, just kill yourself, dude. If you're at that stage,
that-
dude,
you're
I
that
don't even know what
bad.
to say.
Would
if you have to put like a
You're a
little
joker.
lead
Or
hat
Just
on your
find,
penis,
like,
and-
there's someone out there for you, even if you've got a weird small dick. Like, just don't do all that. Like,
Would you rather goon or jelk?
it sounds like I'd rather goon.
I would rather
'Cause
goon all-
joking,
It
joking,
says-
what if you rip your penis off or
these
something?
people are in a
He's not gonna
trance of
rip it off.
pleasure. They don't say any of that shit about joking.
Joking is just like joking's like working out your penis. Gooning is
giving
like
yourself hope.
In fact, on that more plates, more dates thing, while I was watching it, like, he's talking about joking, and he's like, "Yeah, it's really uncomfortable. It hurts." And I'm like, "Why would you do it?"
I don't ever want my penis
I
to
have
hurt.
calluses
Like,
on my
yeah,
dick.
I don't want to make my penis uncomfortable. And
You can strike a
like
match on my
weird-
dick.
As a Leo, I said, "Why would you even do that? It's stupid." And then I bought everything he talked about,
Yeah.
and I've been using it religiously.
you know, it's
I don't like get why I'm doing
Yeah.
this. It doesn't make any sense.
I've already made my
Interesting.
suspension table. You take a couple like sawhorses, and then you put a interior door on it, and you cut a hole, and you lay down, and you hang your penis down through the hole, and then you tie a weight to the end of your cock to pull your penis down and make it longer.
does it.
Is the setup
Wait,
that
would
I've
that
heard
be
most
like-
people have in their garage.
Would that be? And they
It's like-
say that's
it's like gravity
permanent, or
plus
like
weight.
just for like a penis pump, like short term.
It probably is
Does it
bullshit,
make
but
your
they
hard
say
penis bigger, or just your soft penis? Like I don't even
Dude,
understand.
I
the,
honestly,
like,
I sit there and think about
biology
it, and I
of
go,
it.
it
It's
has to damage
probably-
it. There's no way it doesn't
Yeah.
damage it long term.
Does anyone actually? Okay, I want to know somebody that isn't bullshit. Like, do they jelk and does it work?
Does
Like,
You know what I mean?
imagine
Does it help?
tying a weight to the end of your wrist and making your arm longer. Like,
Yeah,
there's
doesn't-
no
like,
way
on
it's
every
not
body
damaging
part, it
your
doesn't make any
arm.
sense. What's the science behind
It's like
it?
those neck rings. They should get penis rings. That
okay,
Oh,
by the
yeah.
way, I've just wanted to say I've been holding this back for years. Even as a kid, I had one of those like
joking.
I had one of those like
joking and
I think it was like an encyclopedia set or something like that, but it was like for
And one of
kids.
them
It was like
joking in
abridged
it?
for kids.
Can
And
you
they
Gooning
had-
joking?
No,
Yeah,
they had like a
doing
thing on
joking.
African
How?
cultures, and the neck rings. I always thought those looked badass, and I was like, as a kid, I was like, I wish my mom had done because it says it like they start with mini rings as a kid, and they
Why
extend
didn't
it.
my mom?
Yeah, why did my mom
Why
give me
did
the
I-
cool African ring
Imagine how crazy you look now.
with a fucking giraffe, dude.
with a long neck? Are you kidding me? I would look
You
badass.
look like a Star Wars alien, dude. You look so weird.
Oh my!
That
Yeah,
would be
it's so
funny if I
fucking
still had the
scary.
same round head with
Oh,
the
yeah,
fucking
just
neck
wait-
rings.
You look
Like
like
a
a
bowling
lollipop
pin.
or something. Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
Well, because like every time you see those people with the
Like a
neck
comedian.
extensions, like they're always like really thin people. So it'd be funny to see a fat guy with neck rings.
big fat dude.
Yeah.
okay, you look
Fuck me,
like
dude.
one of these aliens from Camino, from Star Wars. You'd be like a Star Wars alien.
Did you watch that Ashoka Tano like AI voice thing I
Wait.
sent you?
Dude, my control.
Wait, he's
sorry,
obsessed with this thing.
My control key
Obsessed.
does not work because I spilled beer on it yesterday. I'm now figuring out. No, I did not. Wait, you sent it to me? Where? Is it the?
Play it on
is
stream,
it the?
it's pretty good.
It's the Obi-Wan talking about like, did I ever tell you about Ahsoka Tano?
Yeah.
I've seen that. Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah,
Dude.
I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. And
I'm not
pretty
even-
true.
I'm not like a big Star Wars guy, but
Yeah, I know you said it all.
I know you know what? I've learned to love it just because it's part of like it's part of just like internet guy culture. I've just started to get into it. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna play some of the old Star Wars games. I'm gonna play Lego Star Wars.
No,
I know that's a thing.
Well,
Lego
that's
Star
fine, but also
Wars.
you should play the fucking Jedi Survivor
Unleashed.
and no, well, those are good, but those are like the Force Unleashed games are good, but they're also pretty damaging to people's power scale levels in the Star Wars community because people go, Starkiller could do this. Well, he's not canon anymore. Okay, get over it.
They wrote them out.
Yeah, but you should play genuinely the Star Wars Fallen Order, and then if you like it, Jedi Survivor, because they're like they're not Dark Souls.
You gonna play the
they're
first one?
Souls-esque, where they're not really connected to any other Star Wars thing, but there's like good boss battles. There's like dodging, fucking parrying, all that shit. They're just like good. I could talk about this game for years. They're just good games. They're like they're also just like well received by general public. You know,
That's good.
Don't look at Steam. Don't look at Steam's reviews.
Steam
right?
on the first one,
That's-
incredible reviews, and then the second one because of
They
its,
went crazy.
it ran well on my computer, which like I just got lucky, I guess. I think it had something to do with my CPU, but
You want to hear
the new one's just like better in every way than the first one. I think.
the greatest switch up in history I've ever seen is this Hunter Call of the Wild game that we've been playing.
Mm-hmm.
Very positive reviews. 111,000 very positive reviews all time. Recent reviews, 1,900 very positive reviews. But then they fuck you in the ass by
They are evil.
they basically have like a Sims list of DLC that the DLCs in it are like essential to you having a good time.
Yep.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and so
I
like
played it without DLC. Maybe that's
if you
why
play it
One
without
of the
DLC,
DLCs is a fucking like
you
car, a
walk
vehicle.
around
Yeah, I walked
at
the
like
whole fucking
2
time.
miles per hour. Your guy has no pep in his step, and he's just walking there out in like Vermont,
Clicked
like
on
the
your stream and
backwoods
you
of
guys were on
Vermont.
four-wheelers. Yeah, I was like, what
Yeah,
the fuck?
you in order to
Yeah,
get
we
four
paid
wheelers,
money
you
for
have to
that
pay
shit.
money for that shit. The DLCs, all the DLCs are horribly rated, and they're just
They're
quality
all
of life
insane
improvements.
They're insane. Like
Yeah.
there's a tent that you can get that you can just like spawn wherever.
You want
on
an
the tent.
ATV carrying tent to $4. You want ATVs
You want a backpack
$4.
to carry more shit.
That's fucked up. I
You
hate
want a
when games do
goddamn
that.
M4 with a holographic scope and a 30-round mag?
That's what Total War games do too. And like famously now they have like the blood, like to get blood, so that they can keep their
Oh, you
rating
gotta
or
buy
whatever. You
gore?
have to buy DLC that gives you blood in the
And
fucking
you
game.
don't want to be that psychopath that's like, I need the dismemberment mod or the dismemberment DLC.
Yeah, this is bullshit.
Yeah, well, it helps. The blood helps. The realism.
Dude, I'm
Well,
not gonna
I'm
lie.
invested
Total
in my
War.
guys.
Is it Total War Shogun 2? I had a
It's
lot
good
of fun
game.
on that game.
That's a great
Yeah.
game. I like the
That's
Total
the
War
one that had
games
the
a lot.
DLC where it's Follow the Samurai and it's just like gun.
Yeah.
It's guys
yeah.
with guns.
Yeah, that was a
It's
bullshit
it's
DLC. They're like,
Yeah, it's a
Fall of
goddamn-
the Samurai, and
Last
then you
Samurai already made me cry. I don't want to play a
It's a-
fucking game about
fucking
it.
DLC is just guys with muskets. Of course they win against the fucking samurai. You
Yes,
play
it's a
online
Gatling gun.
competitive. If you try to play competitive and you ain't got no Maxim guns and muskets and shit, you're getting
dog
fucked up.
shit.
I didn't,
You're getting fucked
I didn't
up.
play any like
That was
online. I never play
textbook.
online in those. They are really fun to do like campaign with a friend. And that's I like the war. I actually really like the
Wait, you can
Warhammer
do
ones.
co-op campaigns?
Yeah, and in those ones, I think it's only two
The
player.
40K one does, right?
You can do it in Shogun too. You can where it's like
Oh,
more
I
like a
don't
big board game where like your friend starts somewhere else, you start somewhere, and then like you can be friends
cool.
or you can fight. And they do it really well. And like Warhammer 3, I like the like fantasy stuff. I don't know. I think it's cool. I hope they keep interlacing like historical ones. And this one you can have 8 players, I'm pretty sure. And when you fight another army, your friend can control that like NPC army. That way they're not just sitting there like fucking waiting.
Yeah.
Like you still get to fight. It's cool. I think eventually in this game, so it normally turns like it's fun to do the battles for a while. And then it's like, well, it's just, it really becomes a lot of auto resolving eventually because it makes it go so much faster. And like, I like the more like board game upper world element, like diplomacy and like managing your economy and stuff.
Boring.
Yeah.
You don't like the actual fights?
No, I do like that. I zoom all the way
Yeah.
in and I slow-mo to
Don't
watch
they-
them, but it's like eventually you kind of want to...
Don't they have what game is it? They have a mod. It's like Crusader Kings or something, and then you combine it with Total War, and then
Bizzle was
you
telling me
do
about
all
that.
you do all the fights in Total War, but you do all the diplomatic shit in the other
And
game.
Crusader Kings
or
has a
something.
mod for Game of Thrones. So if they had the Game of Thrones mod
Total
and then
War.
tied in with the Total War conflict, so every time you get into a battle, it goes into Total War, but Game of Thrones relate. Oh my god, that would be the ultimate game. That would.
Yeah.
That's
And
just
then
Game
you
of
zoom
Thrones
all the way
game.
out and you're in Star Wars and you can go to other planets.
Yeah. Well, that
They're
would
just
make sense
watching you.
because it's a long time ago.
Yeah,
Isn't
and
it?
it's
Yeah.
far away.
Yeah, play it
Feudal
far
Japan.
away.
Really far away.
It's a
or
long
something.
time ago, far away.
Yeah, that's the
Shogun
one.
3. Yeah, it zooms in. That's funny.
Do you guys think Starfield's gonna suck?
Bethesda's
I get
on a bad streak.
They're on a
but
bad streak,
I don't know.
and they just released that like only 10% of planets will have any
But there's
conceivable
like
life on them.
thousands of planets. Or
Yeah,
there's like
so-
1,000 planets.
But
But
at
I don't think
least-
what people would
Yeah,
expect.
but don't even put
There's
them
not
on
gonna
there.
be.
At least
You
in
know?
fucking No Man's Sky, which people already shit on for being empty, you get on a planet and there will be like some
There's
freaky
just
looking.
weird RNG shit.
Yeah, there'll be some freaky
I
like
really haven't-
SpongeBob rock bottom type character
I'm not
walking
here to,
around.
like,
Yeah.
defend Starfield, but I feel like isn't it like way less though, like procedurally generated, more like those 10% of life things will probably be like more meaningful. I don't know
Hopefully.
if that's
We
true.
don't know.
but
Although
you would
I
have
no
to-
idea.
I was looking at like the video like release thing or what the promotional video,
Mhm.
and the way that you can modularly
Modularly, yeah.
create a
Yeah.
starship, like
modular.
you can, yeah, modular starships. You can make your
Molecularly.
own, like you can add on
Oh,
different
shit.
That did
segments.
look cool.
That looks badass.
Yeah,
That
it did
looks
look
awesome.
cool.
Yeah.
I really hope it's awesome.
It might be decent.
Well,
yeah.
who hopes for it to
basically.
suck?
Yeah, this might be a
I
hot
hope
take.
it
I hope
sucks.
it's fun and a good
Yeah,
game.
I hope it's rotten. I hope nobody likes it.
Yeah, I hope
Yeah.
it blows up your computer.
I
kills
just saw
you.
Todd Howard wasn't wearing his signature douchebag leather jacket as if he rides a fucking motorcycle every day. So hopefully this is him
He's
turning a
grown
new
up.
leaf,
Yeah.
and he's actually
He stopped
making
He's
good
lying.
wearing a
games.
turtleneck, a Steve Jobs
Yeah.
turtleneck.
Yeah, turtleneck, no belt. He's got his mama
Neck and
jeans on.
Yeah.
Yeah, his mama
Hell yeah.
jeans and his fucking New Balances on.
Starfield.
It just works.
Yeah.
It just works.
I know, I
forgot
just
he said
always
that
think
fucking
of-
thing.
Yeah.
God damn it, dude.
He said
can't-
that wearing his douchebag leather jacket about Skyrim. He was so happy about that.
I hate him.
Yeah.
I can't hear Little Lies by Fleetwood Mac now without thinking of that Croby Cat video. It just works. Tell me
with him,
lies,
yeah.
tell me sweet little lies.
Yeah.
Video rocks. But yeah, I know.
You know what pissed me off about Skyrim so much is that walk from the initial town or from the initial starting dungeon to was it Riverwood or River Run, whichever
River Run.
River Run.
You
White
hate
Run?
that?
Or something? What is it?
I like the original
I'm
like
just-
little
yeah, fuck it,
town
yeah.
that's
Yeah,
with
yeah.
the one with
Yeah,
where you
I think it's-
kill your first
you
chicken.
could
and
tell
go to
they
jail.
just put so much more effort into that because they knew that was the path everybody was going to walk in the first 40 fucking minutes. Like it had,
That's what
and
I.
they-
Yeah.
and they sat there and-
Wolves, little bandit.
yeah,
cave.
a little wolf comes in, the one little bandit. There's mushrooms and butterflies, and there's also birds
the
swooping in.
green part of the fucking game. Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Fox.
the.
Yeah.
You walk that, and it looks just like the cinematic trailer that they have for the game. And then you walk
you even
anybody
slowly
else in
move
the
your
world,
mouse way
and
over.
it's none of that.
It's dog
There's,
shit.
Yeah,
there's
it's
still
like-
some of it, but not as much of it.
I like see now the grief of like the big fucking civil war in that place. There's like it's like a 12 on 12
Yeah,
battle.
it's
Like there's a lot of
the
stuff like
bullshit.
that.
Yeah, it's just a couple of dudes.
Yeah.
This looks like Fight
Yeah.
Club. Yeah, it's fucking.
Yeah, meet me at this fucking war zone. Yeah,
I think the Warriors, that movie, had like 8 times as many people show up, and this was supposed to be like street gangs in Staten Island or something.
well, dude, I need it to be good because my brother's life is depending on it.
He's gonna take.
No,
he's gonna put that S-cast in his mouth and fucking.
He's
close
like
that off.
so dependent on Bethesda games. They're all he can like play. So like I need it to be good. Or else
From a
I bought him
I
Red
need
Dead
it to be
2 and
good,
I've been
too.
waiting for I think he'd love Red Dead 2. I'm just he's
That shit-
like
that's
There's not a
polished
human
ass
being
game.
that
It's
wouldn't
good as
like
fuck.
Red Dead 2 if they
I know,
give it
and
a
my brother
chance.
like he likes
Yeah.
Morrowind and
Native
shit because
Americans
of like
probably.
all the options. And I like how much shit's in the world, he says. And so I'm like, well, welcome to the future. Red Dead 2 is going to fucking blow your mind. But he was also, it's another like reason why I bought the Xbox that quick, is he was like, well, when I buy the Xbox, like I need to play Red Dead 2. He's going to play it on like a really, like a day one Xbox One that's already shitting the bed. Like it's going to look like shit on it. And also he's like, if I don't play it before Starfield comes out, he's like, there's a real chance I don't play it for like 5 years. I was like, oh my God, like I need to fucking, you need to play Red Dead 2. So hopefully.
I can't, this is one of those games where I can't conceive going back to it and it being dated. You know what I mean?
Red Dead?
Yeah,
2?
Red Dead. Like maybe graphically, but just like the depth it has and the amount of like weird, intricate.
I can't believe they abandoned it, basically.
What, the multiplayer? They couldn't figure out that multiplayer.
Well, even single player element, no DLC or anything. Like they could have
done. No Undead Nightmare.
What a free ball. Everyone would have fucking loved that. Like,
fuck yeah.
Everyone in the world would be. Everyone in the world.
I'm so mad about it. I'm going to go piss away my hatred, and I'm about to come back in 40 seconds, a happy man. Boom! Oh my God. You guys got fucking quick draw it on. Are you kidding me? Oh, let me tell you something. My wife got me one of these Whoops. You ever seen these things before? Whoop. JRE talks about them all the time. That's the Joe Rogan experience for you people that are unplugged. But Joe Rogan always hyped up the Whoop, which means that fucking that quack, what's that guy's name? Huberman? Andrew Huberman? He's like a doctor or something. He knows about like body stuff. And he's all about the Whoop. I know he's all about it because whenever I open up the app, his little face is there in the corner talking about something. Talking about creatine or some shit. Abby got me one of these. Biggest fucking scam I've ever seen. If you guys thought making a podcast and a Patreon was a scam, this is a fucking scam, okay? This thing, free of charge, absolutely 100% free. All you got to pay for is the subscription. All right? The Whoop app and the service accompanying that app costs like $30 a month or something. It's a ridiculous price. And Abby bought it for me for Father's Day. And all this thing does, Brian, as soon as Brian heard what it was, he hit the nail on the head. Oh, Abby just bought you something to nag. Well, she wasn't there, so she didn't have to. That's exactly what this thing is. It tells me when to go to bed. It tells me when to wake up. It tells me when to work out. It tells me what my recovery is. And it sits there and shames me for my afternoon habits. Because I realized that if I drink any, I've been fucking sipping a little bit. You know what I mean? I've been sipping. If I've been sipping at all of a sudden, this thing, my recovery, I don't even know where the fucking app is. Hold on. My recovery goes down to shit. Come on. Yeah, save journal. Hold on a second. So my recovery for yesterday. Wait, can I show this or does it like, I'm talking about this Whoop thing. My recovery is 97%. That's pretty good. That's fucking damn good. My sleep's at 99%. I was sleeping like a baby last night. I bet you tomorrow, my recovery is going to be dog shit. The second you drink alcohol, Brian, your recovery, it fucks you up, dude. It fucks you up bad time. My recovery is going to be 40% tomorrow or something. Probably it's gonna be real bad.
Is that the fucking app that Abby uses to track you?
Yeah,
whatever.
Yeah.
Oh man,
it tells me. Oh, you should sleep a little bit more. Oh, you should.
Buy your wife chocolates.
Yeah, but you should empty the dishwasher.
That recovery. Yeah.
Now's a good time to learn how to eat pussy. You can always do that. Yeah. What? It tells me all sorts of dumb shit. It's the Whoop,
dude. Yes, that dumbass thing you were telling me about. Yeah. My roommate was just hanging out with a girl who has one of those, and he was telling me about that today. And I was like, "Where have I heard this? Like, I'm pretty sure Sam was telling me about those, and like how you don't really own it. Like, you have to pay so much money every month. I'm like,
it's insanely expensive.
Couple of years, it's like the most expensive one. It's like a Rolex eventually. Like,
that shit's a scam.
It is insane. Yeah. It is such a scam.
Yeah, and my roommate's like, I think I want to get one. I'm like.
Do you have to send it back when you're not
No,
using it or something?
honestly, no. I mean, you just
doesn't
keep
work.
it. It's a cheap piece of shit. Like it's
Okay,
not like
okay.
nice. It's,
No, 'cause I know they have some of
Abby,
those
if you're
scam
watching this,
products that
I
do that.
love it. The physical component not great, but the app is great. That's what you're paying for. You know, it is
Oh,
cool.
man.
I think it's something that people will use in the short term. I think is why they don't charge. They do it based off a subscription service because like after a year or maybe
It's
two,
like $300 a year, though, right?
yeah, you kind of like get what your body is used to
When
and
it
what it
becomes about
needs.
a $1,200 watch, yeah, then you
If you
realize
don't pick
Bro,
up
I-
on your
enough.
body's trends after
Whoa.
4 years,
for
you're a fucking
$100 a
idiot.
year, I could do it for you,
There's
man. Hey, you're gonna sleep like shit tonight.
not a shot. We haven't
Hey, that was
done
a free sample.
50 episodes. I want my watch.
Yeah.
I want my turtleneck. Okay,
Yeah.
I don't know where those are.
We did.
What
Cashmere.
number is this? What number is this?
100.
Yeah, this is
I don't know.
like
I've
way
been doing
past
this my
overdue.
whole life.
the
We're
threshold
overdue.
we were supposed to do that at was
50.
insane. It was
Yeah.
like we passed it twofold by
Yeah,
now.
Sam, just every time I say it, he fucking Men in Black flashes me. I forget for a while.
Yeah, look at
What are you
this.
talking about? Oh, we're on episode 80. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Are we?
Yeah.
Which means it's probably like didn't happen that long. How many solo episodes did you do? God, I miss the solo episodes. I really wish we could get back.
Bring 'em back.
Yeah, bring them back. I want to be on my ass out of a job, dude.
No, the
How many did you
solo
do, like 10
episodes
or
are
something?
stupid. First of all,
And lame.
yeah, and they're lame. And then the ones that people remember fondly, like me and my brother episodes, like you have no idea how much writing went into those. They actually they did.
Oh, you wrote.
Yeah,
did.
there
Why
was,
don't we write? Why don't we do like SNL? We
Yeah,
do
Why
like a
don't
writing
we do
session, you know?
SNL? Because we don't have a Lorne
You know?
Michaels.
yeah,
okay?
we don't
One.
have.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah,
Two.
we need an angry
You wrote
little
by yourself.
a little guy to come in here and stomp his feet and get mad at us.
You should hire a guy.
I don't want to be that guy.
Beat the
Okay,
shit out.
I'm just
Yeah, you
saying
need
that
to
right
hire-
now. I want to
need
say this in
hire
front of
a
the
boss
audience,
for us.
and I want to say this in front of because Abby
Well,
also
just the
complains about
patron
this.
audience.
I'm not a good boss because I don't like getting on to people. I don't like telling people what they have to do. I don't like telling people what they should do. Okay. I think because of the way that I am hands off is the reason why we don't have any conflict. But it also is probably partially the reason why nothing cool ever gets done on the show.
Yes.
Did you miss my ad read last week? Yeah, I wore a little.
Yeah, people
It
were
was pretty
were
sweet.
blowing
Hey,
up the
play it
fucking
again.
the messages over the
people,
ad read.
people have called my phone all day.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Dude, sometimes I honestly I think if I'm doing an ad read for a YouTube video, I should kind of not just go like I try to like put
Yeah.
some because that's honestly you're getting paid way more for the ad read than you are the video. So I'm like, this is a company I should probably do my best to make at least a good advertisement. And I'll sit there and
Yeah.
like work making what I think is like a good ad. And then when the video is posted on YouTube, you can see in the little playback thing, you'll see like the most replayed part. And I'll see like, oh, the most replayed part is like right there in the beginning. I wonder if it's because of that funny thing in the ad. And I go look at it. It's them skipping ahead to get past the ad.
Yeah.
It's them going,
yeah,
this
it
sucks.
sucks.
And they get out of there. I'm like, come on, man.
It's 'cause nobody wants to see ads.
Nobody
That's
wants
why.
to-
You
I
make
get
it
it.
the
Don't
best
have
thing
to
ever.
see them.
I get it.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
Nobody
they're
wants to
fun.
see them. But
No.
also,
Well, actually,
it does
a lot
hurt
of
when you
people
put
like my ad reads. So
your ad read with the wizard thing. You put some oomph in that.
and I
It
think
should be
it's- I
watched
think
and
there's a-
respected and purchased.
I think there's a funny element about like it's like, oh, but I get it also. It's like, oh, it's ironic. It's like, oh, it's still the same thing. But like if I very intentionally am just reading off a script, it's somehow like a little funny or like at least for me, like my sense of humor, like it's I don't know, I think it plays better than like if I was like, hey, what's going on, everybody? Like let's doing a genuine ad read versus like I thought the funniest thing about the wizard thing was like I was like let's like make this one special and then I just read it the exact same way. Like I think that's funny, but also I get
That's the
people
bit,
probably
yeah.
watch that and are like Jesus, like oh my ears. But also it's like every time I listen to an ad read in a podcast, don't do this. but I just fucking skip 30 seconds. I just skip it.
Yeah,
I would
just
never
click
do
that
that.
Match
twice.
the
It's
arrow a
always a
couple
minute,
times,
and like
yeah.
every podcast, we go boing boing.
Yep.
And I'm done. And
A
like
minute.
shit like Dungeons and Daddies is like one of the only podcasts I listen to. Or like I listen to the Sunny podcast sometimes, but like they have like
Don't they just jerk off their old episodes?
Wait, by
or
the way,
something?
the
Yeah.
Sunny
Or-
people, you have to admit that they
Are they
have
good?
a lot of the character traits of their characters in the show.
Yeah.
Oh, like,
yeah, they
a
do.
lot of it's
Yeah.
improv, right? That's why.
It's
Yeah.
I think the podcast is a good format. I mean, it's like what's that word I'm looking for? It's like finite because they just go through each episode and like they
Episode,
watch
yeah.
it beforehand, then they talk about like what went on behind the scenes or tell stories. Like it's like now I mean a lot of shows do that with their casts. Like they do. There's so many podcasts with like
Yeah,
The
The
Office one,
Sopranos,
too.
those
Yeah.
guys did it.
They have Sopranos
Yeah,
now
they've
too.
got
yeah.
some of
got
the
it
minor
for everything.
characters,
That's
minor
like,
characters. I
if
think it
you
was
got an
actually
if
pretty.
you got a show with like 10 seasons, yeah,
A
that's
lot of
like
those
that's a
podcasts,
big
they-
fat
They
library.
do like fucking 4 ads in like an hour and a half episode. So like I feel like us doing one really is not that bad. Like just fucking skip it if you don't like it, or be a patron, even better.
Yeah, well, my
Yeah.
argument was going to be like, well, I mean, it's already paid for by the patrons. They shouldn't have to deal with that, but they don't get them. So, yeah,
They don't.
I forgot about that.
But they probably they probably
So-
would like them. So we should start giving them to them, even though we don't get any more out of it. Just they just get a little
Well,
less.
the
They just have
ads
to
are so funny that I feel like the patrons.
They're so-
especially in an
they're-
audio.
Who puts on a
format.
wizard hat? Like it's hilarious.
And a beard.
And he
a
puts on the
shirt.
wand. Hit him with the wand real quick.
I spent like $20 on that bit. Okay, that's not.
That's
it's a little-
funny.
Yeah.
Wow.
I have my beard,
And it
that
plays
really
the
ugly
noise,
hat,
too? I
that
didn't
shirt
even-
I'll never wear again.
Yeah.
I just thought it was funny because I'm like, well, Rick Levine deserves. I wanted to try to find a shirt just like his, and I'm like, well,
Dude, those
I can't-
things have to be custom made from
I
like
know. Yeah.
Yeah,
First
that
off,
looks
I think
homemade
I
as
think they're
fuck.
Dumbledore ink
homemade.
or something. You got
Second
those
off,
from
it's like-
Diagon Alley for
Yeah,
sure.
I'm not gonna get one of those 2-day shipping on Amazon before I have to do the ad read. Like that's just impossible. So it's just a PNG of a fucking galaxy. It's not even good quality. Like it's stretched out, like it's all pixelated. In the reviews on that, people are like, "Love this shirt, awesome shirt," and they're like posting pictures with them. Like,
People are fucking stupid,
Dude,
dude.
Dude, people
I
are
just
fucking
find
retarded
it.
on
I got
there,
that
yeah. On Amazon.
app on my phone. It's not the Shopify app. It's just called Shop. I think it is the Shopify app, but I don't know.
Shop, but I
Yeah.
think it's like a built-in Apple thing.
Yeah, it's just a built-in dog
fucking
shit
Shop.
app, and then
I
you
lo-
can get so many like horrible shirts.
Yeah.
Horrible quality shirts from it. I have one that's it's Better Call Saul, and it has like it has actual like Bob Odenkirk, and then it has like a version of him from Roblox. Like it's a Roblox character. And the entire graphic on it is pixelated as fuck.
Dude,
Like,
yeah.
It's just the biggest dog shit.
It's like I got those like my husband.
I bought 5 shirts, including this one, for less than like
Is it from
$80.
shirts that go hard. What is it from?
No, there's like I don't know. There's one that's called just
They're
like
all stores.
it's like Goofy AH shirts or something. It's like where
goofy
you,
app.
yeah,
That's some drop ships.
yeah.
they
This is
are,
like
like-
dog shit. It's dog shit.
Yeah.
I love it.
So I got like 5 also.
Yeah,
The like
they're
my
so
husband
cheap.
shot his cum into my pussy, and the like
Yeah.
I love like the ones like I'd rather be podcasting or something. It's a guy fishing or some dumb. I haven't.
That one's
haven't-
good. I'd rather be podcasting.
I have
a
one
guy
that's
fishing.
like I
Yeah.
do like Shrek humor is so like overdone and wild, but I thought the shirt was still pretty
Yeah.
funny where it says like I'm making progress, and then highlighted with a different font, it also secretly says I'm an ogress, which I think is funny, and it's like a cutesy little like a girl ogre shirt. I don't really totally get it, but I think it's funny.
I don't totally get it.
I don't understand.
But we laugh about it. I've got that one. It was from a different site, but it's like it's not a milk belly. It's a fuel tank for a poo poo machine. And like I've worn that to bars,
God.
and people are like, "That's fucking
This is stupid.
stupid." Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people laugh. Some people are like,
That's how I got a Ariana Grande
Super
shirt,
mad.
and it's like Ariana Grande, like 2013 to 2023.
You thought that was a genius idea to get
and
that
it,
shirt.
and it was like, and it had just has like the worst pictures of her from like Facebook. They're all pixelated,
Yeah.
and it just sounds like it's like in memoriam, like she died,
yeah.
but she hasn't died. So it's just like 10 years of awesome songs or whatever.
It just looks like you went on tour. You like followed her.
It's such a bad shirt, and I'm like, I don't know. I thought it was funny in the moment. So
I've never seen you wear it, by the way. I need to see
I
that.
think you
I've
wore
worn
it
it
on the
before.
last podcast or something.
Oh, did you? Oh, fuck.
Yeah,
Okay.
I do remember an Ariana. I didn't think I really paid attention what was happening on it. If she had died that year, that could be worth a lot of money.
That could be.
Yeah, that was like a multi-million dollar.
What would be funnier
It's
is
the only
if
one made on that.
I should
drop ship.
hold on to it and then in 10 years wear it, because that's when it'll be really funny, is when like the
Yeah,
dates
when-
aren't even relevant.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should put it in
That was a
the
long
fucking
con.
safe, in a lockbox, and pull it out in 10
I
years.
hope I'm not morbidly obese in 10 years.
Or you just
Who knows,
jacked.
man?
Fuck, dude.
It could be.
You've been
could
working
be.
out a lot.
With the whoop app?
Yeah, with the
There's no
whoopee.
way.
Oh, dude, I
Whoopee.
told
yeah.
I told Bizzle, I was like, hey, I'm a student of Mike Mincer now. I don't know if you guys know who Mike Mincer is, but he's like what fat people like. He's their go-to bodybuilder, because he's like, you actually don't have to work out
the
that
real one.
much, and so it's really easy to be like, I like this guy. I'm gonna
Lift
listen
the
to what he
donut
Yeah.
into your mouth.
Yeah.
Donut,
'cause,
jelly-filled donut.
you know, like Arnold always said, like, I work out like 6 days a week, twice a day or
Yeah.
whatever. But
It's
the
very
difference is
unobtainable.
that he has like 1% genetics, or 0.1% of the population genetics. And on top of that, he was taking an insane amount of steroids. So his recovery was much faster. Mike Mincer is just like, he's the opposite. He's like, you could work out legs once every 20 days and you'll be
Better
fine.
than nothing, yeah.
You'll be fine. And so I've started actually not working out nearly as much. I go in there and just blitz the hell out of my body, like in whatever I'm doing. Like, what was it called? It's called push pull legs. So you do like deadlift type stuff, and like biceps, and then you do so like back and biceps, and then you do like chest and triceps for another day, and then you do your legs. So it's 3 days, and I'll have like 8-9 days between leg sets or between push sets or pull sets. So I don't work out at all, really.
Yeah, I mean, it's so
Maybe
that's
like
working
three
out.
times
nothing,
three
though.
times
I
a
work
week,
out
maybe.
like once every 9 days when I'm like, oh fuck, I forgot.
I should do something,
Yeah,
yeah.
like I need to do something.
But what's
and
great
all.
though, by the way, if you are working out like 4 times a week, like a lot of people do, where you do like Monday, Tuesday break, Wednesday, Thursday, and then have the weekends off. If you go to like the Mike Mincer strategy and you watch his videos and stuff, and you start doing it, you will like actually lift a lot more, because you take so much time in between workouts. You definitely recover. And I'm eating like a fucking cow. I sit there and eat meat and shit all day, and 8 days in between my last chest session. Of course I'm gonna lift more. So it's pretty nice that way. I guess like statistically or whatever, I'm doing better than ever, but
Nice.
I'm getting fatter for sure because I'm working out less.
Working out less, eating.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck
I'm gonna
yeah,
end up
dude.
looking like
Oh.
Eddie Hall or some shit, like one of those big strong men that's just like fat and muscular.
Big
or whatever.
curled mustache. Yeah. Awesome.
And then when I lift, I have to go like up, like or whatever they go. Up,
Just wear a big whatever.
Yeah, I can only lift things that are like barbells with the big balls on the end.
Yeah, the
Indeterminate
balls, yeah.
weight
Like
that
cannonball.
says
Yeah.
like 100 kg or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, some crazy weight system no one can tell. I don't
Did
know
they
how much
get those
100
custom
kg
made
is, dude.
or
I don't
what?
know.
It's fucking
Big
insane.
ball ones.
100 kg is insane.
What is that? What is that? 100 kg?
That's wait. Yeah, isn't that like 100 kilograms?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
what
that's
is
like
that in
that's like
pounds?
200 and
100 kg.
that's actually not that bad. That's not that bad. Okay, I was thinking of tons.
220 pounds?
No,
No,
that's
that's
like 220.
nothing.
That's
That's
not, okay.
nothing.
It seems
That-
like a
okay,
lot.
that's not that bad.
Wait, for what kind
I
of
thought
lift?
that I thought that was tons
Curl?
for some reason. I was like
Curling 220.
curling them. Yeah.
I'm just curling 220
Oh.
casual curl.
Well,
No,
you're
what are
going
those?
up.
What are those called? Where you like you do a deadlift and then you go like whoop and you
Power
push
clean?
it up. Is that what
I
that's
don't know what
called?
the
A power
whooping
clean?
is. That
It's
part
a-
of it?
Yeah, you
It's
go
a
whoop
power clean.
whoop,
It's not a clean unless you whoop.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just a power lift.
Could be wrong. I don't know. I did a lot of.
I didn't it like a jerk clean, a clean jerk or
injury.
something.
What it looks like is a good way of injuring yourself. That's what it looks like.
Shit like that scares me
It's
now.
scary. Yeah.
You see their fucking asshole fall out and shit. Yeah.
Well, actually, I think it was from someone doing one of those. Yeah, I saw there's an iconic picture from back in the day of the dude doing that at like a high school powerlifting event or something like that, and he shits out his intestines.
Oh.
And somebody was like,
Wait, do you mean
snap
like
a pic.
like like he just pooped a lot, or like his intestines came out of?
Hold on.
He prolapsed it. He pushed it,
wow, these
bro.
shorts really got
Oh
me.
damn!
Yeah, these shorts. No, he like
Those
lifts,
chubbies.
and when he does this, he fucking
like the
he prolapses his
399
asshole
shorts.
when he has the weight here because all the pressure in his asshole.
Ew.
And his asshole, well, first of all, it looks like that. Second of all, you can see like not just the intestines coming out, but it looks like a liver or something. And somebody was
And he
like,
picked it.
yeah,
No,
they came up
yeah.
like Bender from Futurama.
Yeah.
Cool, and snapped a pic of
That's
it.
noteworthy.
Yeah.
That's
And then when he
worse.
stood up, it sucked up a dust bunny.
Ew,
And it
ew.
disappeared in his asshole.
Do you think you get sick if your asshole touched the ground and went back into you? Got all those
If
germs.
he
inside
happened to be
you?
weightlifting and like on the pitcher's mound and it's a bunch of red clay on it.
Crazy twist on like Osmosis Jones. If they went out to the ground through the asshole at one point, came back in, all the little villainous germs that would be there.
No, the bad guy. What's the bad guy's name in Osmosis
I don't know,
Jones?
Finger guy.
Yeah,
Cool
Drax.
finger.
Drax
Yeah,
was his name.
Drax.
What if
Yeah.
Drax gets
Sexy.
killed by the person shoving a big jar up their ass or something?
God, yeah. Paint Olympics, little glass.
Have you seen that jar guy? He like did an interview. He's like, oh yeah, I've done that a bunch of times. The only reason that happened is because I didn't have water in it.
Oh.
He knew exactly why it exploded in his ass.
Oh.
He was a seasoned guy.
Wait,
He
and
said
then
it's 'cause there's no
afterwards,
water.
like after he recovered, did he go back to it or?
I don't know about that part. I just know
I would
he
think
might
at
have.
that point
He
I would
might
just
have. He
invest
recovered.
in a
Yeah.
fucking dildo like a normal person. I would just find whatever the diameter of a jar is and go, I'll just buy a jar-shaped dildo.
Just get a filling
Isn't
of
his,
it. Yeah.
like, but I don't. Was he getting famous off the jars before? Or was like,
Yeah, I don't.
Was there
that's the
jar
thing. Nobody
related
knows
fame?
the man.
Yeah.
Did he have a
Nobody's
ball
like,
mason
"You're going to
jar
break."
yeah, you
like
can't
sponsor?
go to a dildo if like everyone's like another jar.
Without
He's
water
like a
this
fucking
time.
athlete that got injured, and everyone's like, he's washed. He'll never put another jar up his asshole. And one
You
day
don't
come
think I
back.
will?
And now he just commentates.
Yeah.
He just commentates and talks about it. Like
Yeah, he's like a
Yeah.
he's like a
Ricky
lineman
My
that blew out his
son do
knee.
my
He's
jar
an
assing now.
ESPN panel judge
Yeah.
now.
Well, I don't think he's got enough
man.
water in that jar. That's gonna bust in his asshole for sure.
It's only a matter of time for him. I've
I've
seen what
lot
a
of young
dry jar
kids
can do.
Come into this game cocky.
Yep.
Not
Cocky
water
with a
in their
dry
jars.
jar.
You think
Are
you're
you kidding
invincible?
me?
You think you're.
I
You
should be
think
on
you're
top of the
invincible?
world.
You think your asshole can take everything? I was you at one point. Now look at me.
Yeah.
Just a washed up old man with a scarred anus.
God, that would
Looks like a
just
dog attacked it.
ew, dude. And like when you poop after that, like the poop's getting in the wounds and stuff. Like you just not poop for a while after that, or
Yeah.
Stolt had a mini version of that. He ate
Oh,
like
yeah.
microglass
Yeah.
and
That's what he says.
Oh,
He
shit.
says, I'm bleeding from my asshole. It must be that sake I drunk. I drank.
And guess what? You still had to edit
Yeah.
the podcast, all right? There is no sick days here.
oh my asshole! Adobe Premiere. No. I can't. Even a guy with a
God
blown out
bless.
asshole
Oh,
can
what'd
do
I
your
tell ya?
job, Stall.
What'd I tell you? My strain today was higher than usual. Whoop is telling me to go to bed. Whoop is telling me you worked out today and I can tell you're drinking. You need to go to fucking bed.
You need to jerk off
At
just a
11,
little
10.
and then go to bed.
Yeah.
Go goon for 4 hours and then take a nap.
Your penis is shrinking. You need to elongate it with weights. You need to be, stretching.
You know what I was talking about earlier was on the Whoop app. There's obviously some like paid sponsored bullshit where it's like Andrew Huberman.
Drinking Gatorade.
Have you seen
Andrew Huberman?
Have you seen him?
I know who that is, yeah.
He's on like every podcast now. He's like
Big
Mr. Doctor
pseudo
guy.
doctor, man.
Yeah. He's like the new Sanjay Gupta, but for Chads out there, for the JRE crowd. And I forget where I was going with this.
Oh, it's something sponsored on the app.
Yeah.
Is it like just promoting him or something?
Yeah, it's just like promoting him, basically. No, but there was somewhere else I was going with that, but I can't remember what it was. Because my mind's garbage.
I'm so jaded. If I hear a doctor,
yeah.
Doctor on the internet, I think they're selling me fucking sugar pills. I don't know.
Oh, dude, my sleep performance is so good. My recovery is so good.
I need to go to a doctor in real life. I'm like very aware that I need to get like blood work done or something.
Okay, let me tell you something.
I haven't been to a doctor in 15 years. Like
there's a lot that happens in between 25 and 30. That's like your body is like you're an adult. You need to like there's
stuff where it's like for me and easier.
Yeah, better and easier. Yeah. No, but like if you just have like you probably don't because you're a thin guy and you're a trim guy and you ain't got no worries on your mind. You're always jovial.
All those things. Yeah. Okay, but go on.
Yeah. Sometimes you need it.
I had like extreme what they call hypertension, but that's just because I have extreme rage problems. And but you know if you
deep down in my gut,
even if you have like what you consider like low end, like hypertension, like high blood pressure. If you have it for decades,
my heart sometimes feels like tense. Is that what that is, or is that something
that's
else?
Anxiety.
Like tightness.
That's anxiety because I had high blood pressure for years, and the doctor's like, it's not insane. It's just like 135/70. Like it's just like a little bit high. But if you have that for decades, it's gonna fuck up your heart. You know, so you need to take care of it within a couple of years. And so now I'm on all sorts of, and then it keeps getting higher because the kids fucking piss me off and the wife fucking pisses me off. And I got these two fucking deadbeat employees and these fucking everything pisses me off. And so my blood pressure gets a little bit.
Employees. Wait a second, you talking about us? Takes me a minute to catch on.
But that stuff builds up over time.
Yeah, we're killing you. You're
killing me. You're fucking killing me. Slowly.
You need to read that read with more gusto, or else you're gonna die.
Do a little dance. Yeah.
But no, you definitely, if you're like a mid-20s guy, you should go to the doctor and check up on yourself.
I have just like weird fatigue for the past couple of years where I'm like, I think also I just have like. Guy's got low sex drive. I was banging that chick like I want to play video games. Like I got like I don't know. I think I'm like have low T or something. I can't grow a beard and my balls hurt. Oh my god, my balls hurt so bad.
Balls are so shriveled.
They're so swollen. No, I just feel like
you got a mustache though. You saw my pathetic mustache I was trying to grow. Like I can't even grow what you got. You got a.
People say that don't you remember a time when it didn't look like this and it was just little rat hair? Like you just, people are always like, how do you grow that?
You always look like a little musketeer.
It was years.
You just don't shave for like 2 years. Yeah. And you can also grow a mustache. It's very attainable.
I never even, I don't know.
Thought about that.
You know what broke me and made me shave was Swift fucking messaged me like 12 times. In like the most back-assward condescending way where you just like, yeah, you should like keep going, bro. Like you really should grow that mustache. But like right now it looks fucking pathetic and you should kill yourself. Yeah. That is like absolutely, is like, what are you going for? Like what's your end goal? Because like if this is the end goal, don't. All right, but if there's like an end goal on the horizon where you look
he's
cool,
got no room to talk. Okay,
then go
he's got a little ratty mustache.
You know what I did? I turned around on him, and people were like, someone criticized him once for being greasy while his camera was on.
He's got like a comb on.
No, like the same night, I was just like, no, you look great, dude. You look like Tom York. Like you look like Tom York in like 2010, like whatever that interview was where he's sitting on the couch looking like a little homeless man with his hair greasy off to the side.
I remember that. Tom York. He's like, oh yeah, thanks man, thanks, that's great.
I found like the
I gotta look at
greasiest
it again.
picture I could have. There was like, I think what happened was after Creep came out,
I gotta see the
Um,
classic.
I think Tom York had a knee jerk reaction to being like that pretty boy from a band real quick. And so he was like, you know
People don't
what?
like to get put in
Yeah,
corners.
there it is.
Yeah. And so he was like, you know what? I'm going to look like a fucking homeless rat for the rest of my life. That's
Dude,
what I'm
I
going to
feel
do.
that with
I
just
love
the
that fade never gets
mustache.
old.
Like I'm so now. I'm like, I even like I've wanted to get tattoos for a while, but I'm also so like paralyzed by indecisiveness and like inability
You're
to
so
do.
far in now.
I
You've
just
gone your
can't-
whole life without them.
Yeah, I
You're
just
good.
can't. Well, but like I don't know. Like I kind of want them, but I don't. There's nothing I ever end up liking that long that I want to have them. But
A
also like
freak.
if I know that's like what people say, but like
Feels
I'm like
yeah.
one rock gym climbing membership or traditional tattoo away from being like really put in a corner of like guy with a middle part and a mustache. And like I want to shave at some point, but also now I'm like so like I don't even know what I'll look like anymore if I shave my mustache. Am I gonna have a tan line under? Like what's
That
gonna
would be
I don't
funny.
yeah, like I just don't. I'm like, I have
I never thought
dreams
about that.
all the time of me shaving my mustache and being like, no. And
You
then
wake up in a
sometimes
sweat, yeah.
I do it and I'm like, oh, you look nice. And sometimes I have dreams where I cut my hair back to how it used to be and I just shave my mustache. And then most of the time though, I wake up and I'm like, oh, okay, thank God, like it's still there. I don't know what that means or what I should do, but like
You're internally fighting
internally,
yourself.
yeah, like I want to return to monkey, but I've also like I like the progress I've made, but I don't know. It helps
mean,
with it helps with women in a way. A lot of this is the female gaze. Okay,
The
Lesbians?
podcast old enough, you can see yourself at various
Yeah,
stages.
that's true.
Of,
I do
of
like
the hair.
seeing
You just go back
pictures,
to an
yeah.
old one. You know what I mean?
but also like I don't even feel like that person at all anymore. So it's like I kind of don't want to look like I'm. I don't know. I don't really remember. I don't remember me a year ago. I don't know if I want to put my mustache back. I've been close a couple times where I'm shaving. I'm like worried, like I'm trying to get the edge, and I'm
What
like,
if I
what
just
if
get
I
a little
just
bit off, yeah?
fucking? What if I
If
did
I
it?
slip.
Yeah. What if I just slip? Cut my fucking neck. I don't know. And also, it's like I kind of want to see what like a beard would look like, but also I don't know if I can go through like a year or two of awkward
Growing.
beard growth.
growing.
Yeah, it's kind of gross looking.
My brother
Mustaches are in too, which helps. But God.
My brother can grow a beard and mustache better than me. But I saw, and he has like what many would consider a good beard. But I saw the growing phase, and it was a horrific couple of years where it just wasn't a good look. And I know I'm patchier than he is, so I'm like, I'm not even gonna fucking go there. All right. Not all of us are like Brian. Brian's got. I see your fucking turtleneck popping out of that shirt over there. You got that fucking chest hair. You got neck. Look at that thing, dude. You probably have that.
staring at.
Yeah,
I had a
Always
construction
looking.
teacher in high
Dude.
school that had to shave a line between his beard and his neck hair. He would sit there with a razor while he was teaching us.
Oh my god! I hope I don't get to that
I
point. Fuck, dude,
I
it's
know
gonna
people
happen.
like that. Yeah,
Ugh.
it's so hairy. Their backs
You
are
got
like
back hair,
fucking
don't
wolf.
you? You got. I could tell. Yeah, I
Me?
can tell you got the fucking hairy back.
You know what's funny? I have like hair, but like on the sides, like just weirdly.
Wings.
Yeah, like little fucking
Hair
like
wings.
my shoulder blades, and then below
You're like a
has some
cat,
hair. I
you
don't
know. Your
why.
hair can feel the things that you pass through. If I can feel it, that
Yeah.
means I can
Yeah.
pass
That's how I
through
can tell
it.
if I can fit in between the door.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, the hairs ain't touching
Yeah.
it. I don't know why it's all fucked up over there. I don't get it.
So you don't have any hair like right in the middle?
No, I don't know why. I'm eventually I'm gonna turn into Austin Powers on both sides.
Hell yeah.
But
Awesome. Yeah. I think one of
You
the
know,
coolest
at that point,
moments
I'm
for
gonna
you
wax
is
it
definitely
or
I think the Wubby podcast where you shaved a heart into your chest hair.
That was sweet.
That was badass.
Oh, was that Wubby?
Yeah, I think that was Wubby. Yeah.
I think
it was the
Because
Body hair.
McAfee had died,
His
and
name
we
died.
sang
McAfee
we had the
died,
guy
yeah.
come in and sing a song.
Oh, yeah, that was okay.
Oh, remember
Wubby
we
was
used to
like,
do
what the
bits?
fuck is
Great.
going on? Yeah.
Remember
Yeah,
Bits,
it was-
guys? Yeah, maybe you should pick up that
I remember-
pen
yeah,
again,
remember
Sam. Do
Bits?
some fucking writing.
Yeah.
You said
No,
pull
we
my
were supposed
weight.
to-
I bought that.
He
And I
bought
bought
a
this.
bought a
supposed to
wand?
do like book reviews and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, the book review.
And we're
Well,
supposed to,
okay, so the
like-
problem is we had Brian had a
shit?
great idea for an episode where that requires us to read books. Do you think that's ever gonna fucking happen?
No, you don't have to actually read the book.
You have
just
to
pretend
read the
you read
book.
That's what I would have
I like
done.
reading
I would
books.
just
I like
would just
reading.
taken a book I already read. That's what I would have
I'll
done.
How many
reread
fucking
it.
books
You know
have
what I
you
mean?
read in your life? Name
Well, I was
10
gonna,
books.
Lord of the Flies.
You read that? Who wrote it?
Yeah. In fucking high school.
Who wrote it?
I don't know who wrote
Yeah.
it, dude. I just know it's about
Come
some
on,
kids
you don't know
having
who
fun.
wrote it?
And I don't know the author's name. No, I don't even know the
Robert
goddamn.
Deakins.
Oh, is it Robert
No,
Deakins?
No.
I don't. I've never read it.
Alright,
I was
I
in.
read
I'm
that
pretty sure it's
one.
Steinbeck, isn't it? Look, let's
Oh.
see. No?
I was in. I said, "Oh, I don't know." I was in that year they read that. I took
William
Basic.
Golding.
basic English
Never
instead
heard
of
of him.
advanced
William
because it was
Goldstein.
much easier. And my
Yeah.
golf coach was my English teacher, and he was. I don't even know if the guy could read well. Like it was a very easy A.
Mm.
But all my friends that took the advanced English are now like much smarter.
Scholars and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're much more developed readers, and they can talk good. They're
I just
I had
fuck
a-
reading, dude.
I had
Fuck
a
reading.
history
It's
class
boring.
that
I
was
don't know.
so fucking
I
bad.
can't picture shit.
I
And they-
loved history.
And no, I loved history too, but I was never like a good student.
History was fun. Yeah.
And I remember my teacher, I realized one day I just had like a wake up in the middle of class where I realized he's not actually here to teach. He's just here to fucking entertain
Get a
the dumb
fucking
kids
paycheck,
for like
bro.
an hour is basically it. Just like keep them somewhat contained and make sure they pass their
Yeah.
benchmarks. But he's not there to. He
Yeah,
doesn't
is that
care.
every history teacher? They just jingle
any
keys
class,
and like they're
that's
always
he
not
the funny
didn't give a
ones.
shit.
They're always
Is my point. He just
which is
coasted
weird,
through.
yeah.
And I just walked up to him middle of class. It was the middle of his like planned lecture. And the second I got up to talk to him, he was like, "Oh, thank God! Like I am definitely just like reading through the script that I've had for the past 18
Oh,
years."
ours are more involved.
And and I was like, "Is there any way I can go up to like a different class? Like there's like not AP, but like the gifted class." And he was like, "All you had to do is ask." Like I'm fucking honestly,
You
I am
passed
just
the only requirement.
yeah.
You asked
asked.
the question.
Yeah, he's like, you
Nice
actually
job.
like are paying attention and
you're
shit.
interested.
My God, you're the chosen one.
And I just went up a class,
Righteous
and there was
way.
no difference except for the kids weren't doing spitballs and throwing
Yeah.
airplanes. Like the lesson was the exact same.
Same teacher.
Same fucking,
Yeah.
no, it was just a different teacher that was like had a little bit more like involvement in their job. They just cared a little bit more.
Oh man.
Yeah. Yeah, but that don't do that, kids. If you're listening to this in high school, you should drop out like me and become a podcaster. Don't
Yeah,
Don't
look how much
pursue-
money he makes.
Yeah, don't
be
pursue
like him.
intellectual stuff. That's not
Quit
where the money
school.
is.
School's shit.
If you're a patron, this is basically like a masterclass. Keep subscribing, keep
Yeah.
paying, and one day you'll have this job.
Yeah, or something.
Guaranteed.
We should have like a what we should do is hey, come on, dude, blur that out, Stall.
What
Yeah.
was it?
Nothing.
Oh, I didn't even see it.
Nothing.
Oh.
But no, you could have this job in a
Yeah,
way.
no. What we should do is we should enrich our lives in some way by like learning a skill, and then when we come back to do an episode, we teach the people about that thing.
That would be awesome. Yeah, when we're
Yeah.
done
Oh,
with
well,
this,
we're like
we do a
fucking
master
professors?
class.
Yeah.
You know what would be awesome?
Oh, fuck.
100-person podcast.
Yeah, that would. Remember
Austin,
that one in
97
San Diego
patrons?
where we had like 8 people and it was goddamn
Yeah.
horrific because it was too many.
You were
This
the
is a
worst part of
recording
that.
of a
You were
restaurant or
fucking
something, dude, a cafe.
You were licking the blunt. You were sucking on it.
Yeah.
Okay, listen here. I smoked by myself. I didn't realize a dry blunt
It
was a
was dry.
desirable blunt. All right, I didn't.
It was
I didn't.
too wet.
I didn't
I
even
like
think
them
about that.
sopping wet. All right,
Omid
dude.
was
I'm a
trying to-
sopping wet
Why?
blunt.
Omid
man.
was trying to tell his best story of his entire life, and you're like, hold on. Whoa, what the hell was going on with what's going on in the news? And I mean, it's like, well, okay, but have you noticed like
It was chaos.
every time we
dude.
have like a friend on, how much they hate that they were on it?
Yeah, we suck.
Omid's, no.
What's that
It's
about?
not, I
No
don't think it's the
hospitality.
we. I mean, sure, we could make it more inviting. Sure, we could write like a bit or something. Sure, we could live in this fairy tale world,
Yeah.
or we could live in the real world where we show
I'm
up.
scratching
and
my
they show
head
up.
right now because what
Yeah.
you're saying is fucking Looney Tunes bullshit.
No,
yeah,
Anyways, like you were
But like
saying.
Omid, Devin, Swift, like I feel like every time someone's on, anytime I talk to them about it afterwards, they're like, I fucking suck so bad. Like I
what the
can't
problem is?
rewatch it or anything.
Is we walk into these episodes just we're used to it. We're just like we're just hanging out because at the end of the day, if something horrific happens, we can always just go like, oh, cut that out. Cut that out. You know, like every 2 episodes, Brian always has that 20-minute racist rant, and we have to cut it out.
I don't know if that's still to cut
every
that
once
out.
in a while, I just have like I just like black out, and I just like my eyes turn milky white. And they roll back in my head, and I start spitting prophecies.
And he talks in tongues. He talks in tongues. He talks in Latin. And I'm like, we just have to wait it out until the prophecy's done. But that's not entertaining to the patrons, you know?
Yeah, or like
14th, eradicated from the
Saturn.
Make a decision, or everything will burn.
His penis is shrinking slowly. And that happens like every podcast, but we are in control. I see. And like, when I first came on, I was wildly nervous. I feel like it's an acquired.
Well, that's what Swift told me was he was like, yeah, I mean, it's comfortable talking to you, and it's comfortable. I'm sure you and Swift's conversations are probably comfortable. Or he's your editor, so you probably yell at him a lot.
It's a lot of yelling. From what I've heard,
you
give him an earful.
Well, I noticed you call me about him, and then you get juicy bits about his personal life, and then you turn them around on him.
Yeah, I
in
weaponize
private.
him.
Yeah,
I weaponize private, intimate details, and I tell everyone.
Yeah,
it's such a Gemini thing to do.
Such a Gemini, but it's a Leo thing to take my information and spread it to show my superiority in a social way.
Yes.
So I willingly bring that information.
I'm
to
the clever fox.
And then he weaponizes it.
And you are the lemmings. But like. It is,
but he said he was nervous, and I was like, "Why are you like? What? It's just a conversation." But then I forget that it's going up.
Yeah, there's like thousands of people that listen to it.
There's like, dozens. Well, I think it's actually just dozens of people that watch it multiple times because how good it is.
That's the really scary part. The people that really get into the fine details and are taking notes. The dozens of people.
There's some fucking guy on Twitter that responded to something I said with a quote from me from like 2017. He's like, no, Sam, remember you said this. I was like, no, I don't fucking remember that. I'm a normal fucking person just like you. I change my mind every 3 fucking months.
Nobody remembers the shit they say.
Yeah, holy shit. I forgot like half of the things I said are recorded. They're recorded. They're out there and people reference them.
What happened an hour ago?
I don't know. I remember earlier this podcast. I don't remember how we started.
I probably said 20 cancelable horrific things this week and I don't remember any of them. I don't remember any of them.
Hill today.
Yeah.
I remember when we did Wubby's game show when they were showing, I kept guessing, like it'd be my tweets and I'd be like, oh, this has got to be like some fucking
some crazy guys.
Like I didn't remember anything I tweeted out like 4 years ago. 3 years ago.
Even shorter term, I rewatched that recently because I didn't remember any of it. I didn't remember recording the episode. It was like maybe a year ago. Yeah, 1 year ago. I rewatched it and I was like, oh, that was a fun time. I forgot about that.
It feels like fucking 3 years ago.
It does.
It feels. I saw something not that long ago where it's like, like us hanging out with them for the first time. I'm like, I thought I'd known these people for like 2 years, and it really wasn't that long. That was a lot of fun. That game show. We need to do something.
I feel like we were last minute plugins there, but I thought it was funny.
We were standing, so we're good. I mean, we flow. Okay, it's just like we have that it factor.
We do.
That really makes us awesome. Soju. We just get drunk.
That helps a little bit. Yeah.
This is the nerves. It helps cool the nerves.
Dude, how good is soju?
Good.
How good is it?
Okay, let me tell you something.
Store. It was like $10 a bottle.
It's expensive, but if you get the flavored stuff, it's good. Abby got me like 4 of the flavored ones that are small, and then she got me like the big half-gallon that's original, and the original is flavorless.
What the fuck's original?
And it tastes like shit. It is the worst shit I've ever had in my life. You have to mix it with something.
I saw peach and apple.
Get apple. Well, I'm from the South. Everybody is like, oh, you want some peach cobbler? I fucking hate peach stuff. I'll eat a peach all day. But once you cut up
Wait.
peaches and put them in stuff, fuck you, dude.
You don't like peach
Fucking
cobbler?
bitch.
Nah, you can go fuck yourself. If you serve me peach cobbler, it better have a mound of whipped cream on top. All right.
Dude, peach cobbler is
Man, I
sweet
hate
enough
it.
on its own. And first
No,
of all,
I
and
just
second of
don't
all, it's
like-
better than a peach.
No. Are you kidding me? A ripe peach? Are you
What do
kidding
you like
me?
more, an apple
A
or an
hot
apple
August day
pie?
with a ripe peach? You're telling me
A
peach
ripe
cobbler is
a
better
Florida
than that?
peach.
I don't know what kind of Georgia bullshit's blowing down
Probably.
into Florida with this peach hot days better than a peach cobbler with some vanilla bean ice cream. But
Yeah, you're covering up the taste
Ooh,
of the
ice
shit
cream. That's
cobbler
not fair.
with the ice
Wait.
cream. You can't
I
act
got a
like
sweet
you can't
tooth.
add
I
ice
got a
cream
sweet
to
tooth.
something and then make it
cobbler
better.
itself is an additive.
Okay,
of
first of all,
something.
blackberry cobbler
you're
beats
taking a
peach
shitty
cobbler
picture, putting a big
9
pie
times out
around
of
it.
10.
Or,
I'm fine with that statement.
Okay.
wait, what cobbler?
Blackberry
Blackberry
cobbler.
cobbler, it's
Yeah.
delicious.
Okay.
Best
Blackberry,
cobbler
like
there
what do
is.
you go? Banger.
Best cobbler I know is this old guy who fixes my shoes downtown, right?
Bro fist
Fixes
on
my
that
Doc
one.
Martens.
Boom.
Cobbler jokes for all the cobblers out there.
For the
All
one
you,
guy, yeah.
you old timey
Dozens of
toilers
them.
that listen to this.
How many Zoomer cobblers are there? that listen to
Any
this?
Amish people that are breaking tradition and listening to their favorite podcast.
Zoomer cobbler.
Oh, you're
I
off or
did see a
whatever.
TikTok of a guy that's like a modern day cobbler. He was like
There-
20 something, and he was like
Fuck
making,
that
he was like
guy.
cobbling up some Nikes or something.
Dude, that's the new shit.
If
I'm
there's
telling
an
you.
apocalypse, he's gonna
Yeah.
be a commodity.
Yeah.
The
I
way
need
that
my Nikes.
like millennials kind of brought that shit back because it's just so unattainable to have a house and like a normal ass, like full ass
I need to
career.
be a cobbler.
So they're
My shoe. I
no,
love my
they
shoes.
went into
My
like
baby.
artisan shit. Like they just make like some people. There's just like
It's
a
straight
lot
up
more
peasant
like
shit.
weird specified trades that are out now.
yeah.
Like there's like
Lost.
young people that are getting into like
We got
I'm just gonna know how to
brewers, you know?
like brewery is a big one with millennials.
yeah.
But there's like YouTubers out there that do shoe shining and like shoe repair, and it's
that's
like
a side hustle.
it- it's a side
shoe
hustle
shining
in like the
seems a little less impressive than
1912.
cobbling.
It was a goddamn
Yeah.
side hustle.
I'm seeing modern day newspaper boys going around on strike. Okay, we gotta pay them
weird.
more. Yeah, that is weird.
There's a little Irish boy that does YouTube shorts, and all he does is like he does woodworking, and he does like
Oh, I thought he was a little newspaper boy.
Yeah.
Extra, read all about it.
he makes axe handles and stuff for like
Oh.
heirloom axe heads.
I think I have seen that guy. He's like,
Yeah.
okay, everybody, ladies, like,
I'll show you how to make an axe handle. I will. And then
And then it's funny,
he
makes the
ends
head.
the axe handle looks beautiful and perfect. And then he's like, "Now I'm gonna burn the shit out of it with a blowtorch," and he
Yeah,
turns
yeah,
it black.
yeah, he does.
It looks like shit
Why?
after. I don't know because they love it. They love burning shit over there, dude. I don't know what's up with those people.
cars and other. It's like very limited Irish knowledge, but other stuff. Potatoes. I don't know. Bake them, bake them up, make them taste good. Put a little cheese on that. Put a little chives.
Dude, I don't think there was a single Irish person that made potatoes in a good way. Like the only you can make them into
They-
French
they
fries,
fucking
and you
stupid.
can load
They
them
don't
up
know
with like
waffle
sour cream
fries.
and cheese and stuff. They didn't do any of that. They just ate them out of the ground.
Like it was
They boiled them up.
Ground apple.
They boiled them up, and
my
that's
lucky
about
stars. I got to be a ground apple.
it.
Stupid
Ground
bastards.
apple.
Yeah, no wonder
You
they
know what's
went
funny is I
hungry.
think independently from you calling a potato a ground apple, Brian called an onion a spicy apple and some other thing we were playing.
Yeah, we
in.
called it a stinky apple and die laughter.
Oh, is that what it was? A
Yeah.
stinky apple.
That might have been me too, but also some guy that's been watching everything's gonna go. Actually,
Actually, I have
actually,
encyclopedic knowledge of every
in
quote
March
you've
of
done.
2022, Brian called it a stinky apple first when Hugh picked it up. From the, fuck. I know, but what happened? I missed the old days when I could just say a lie, and it was
Yeah.
like, no one's
Yeah, what's
gonna
wrong with
ever know.
that? Well, I wish I could just go back to just being able to lie my ass off
Spread
about
misinformation.
everything.
Yeah.
And you don't
Yeah.
have a documented proof
fuck,
of
dude.
your lies.
I used to
Yeah.
switch my positions on stuff all the time, and people would be none the wiser. But now, if I say one fucking
Yeah.
thing,
Well, actually,
actually,
yeah.
you showed support for Russia, and then it's like, oh fuck.
Yep. Sam, you tried to pull a fast one on us when you said you supported BLM. It's like, come on, Sam. Come on. Fallout 4 videos. Come on, man. There's some racism in there, dude.
No, there's not. All right, all the racist moments from all my videos have been scrubbed from the YouTube editor, the YouTube built-in editor. By the way, there used to be a time where, like, if there was something, God forbid, somebody said something bad in a video, you would have to take down the entire video. But now YouTube has made it so it's like, all right, we get it. People make mistakes. You can just cut out a sliver.
Human, yeah.
You can cut out a sliver of a video and keep it up.
Talked about the potato famine, stuff like that.
Yeah,
just
and
stuff
so
like that bad where it's like,
just the potato famine. Yeah,
like their car bombs and stuff.
Yeah, stuff like that. But no, in reality, it's much darker.
You don't need a literal explanation. I think I can get the implication.
Well,
here.
a lot of them they're old Rust videos, and it's when Poob would say really horrible things.
You just can't let it rest.
And
a lot of it was in the text too, though.
They haven't added the ability to censor text
that much,
and that's where Poob would really fly off the handle, is in text in the global chat. He was a
disgusting
menace. Or if you ever let him make a sign on your base.
I made beautiful art, and you're trying to destroy that with your lies.
Beautiful art. It looked like something Goebbels would commission.
I don't know who that is, but
some of the shit.
I'm assuming it's a racist or something. But
you don't know that.
Goebbels. Trying to say global's funny or something. I don't.
He's a Nazi propagandist guy.
German.
Yeah.
Like back in Nazi Germany or
back in Nazi Germany.
Oh, I guess probably no one was named
or as
Goebbels
you called them,
then.
the good old days.
My great grandfather fought in those wars.
the Nazis, 40s.
Okay?
Dude, you want to hear something fucked up?
You want to hear something
fucked up? My grandfather
fought for the Nazis or something. Because my grandpa was a stomper. They call him the Destroyer. Really, is his name. Ever seen Inglourious Bastards?
Yeah.
Big, my family.
There was the cutout scene where they said, you don't want us to call in the Bear Jew, do you? And the guy goes, I don't care, do it. And they're like, you don't want us to call in the Destroyer, do you? And the guy goes,
Destroyer,
gulp.
Poop's grandpa.
Oh, God.
Okay, I'll do anything. Bring out the bear one instead.
Yeah, I'll take out the bear.
I would rather be beat to death with a baseball bat than to see the Destroyer. And then he said, my grandson's as much of a hero as me. And he salutes. Why'd they cut that?
Yeah.
Why do you look directly in the camera?
That would have been so undamning if he had just kept that in the movie.
It was like a Malcolm in the Middle scene.
I forget where I was going with this. Oh yeah, my grandfather went over there during the Reconstruction era of like Germany. Like, so it was technically after the fighting was over. So I get it. I get it. But
like what, like late 40s or what?
Yeah, basically.
Was he trying to get some deals?
He was in like like mid to late 40s. He was over there.
What business was he in?
No. He was over there in the army.
I think you said he waited. He went.
No. He went over there in the army afterwards. And so, like, on his obituary, I didn't write his fucking obituary. I wrote some of it, but in his obituary, it says like he was a veteran of World War II, and then it like gave like the dates of his service and stuff. Somebody in town,
1951 to 19.
Somebody in town went through his like his service records and was like, strange, the war actually ended on this date. And he went there, and they just like called like some stolen valor shit of my dead grandpa. And it was he publicly posted it like shitting on him before his funeral. And I'm like, dude, like this dude ain't even in the fucking dirt yet, and you're already
he can't defend.
He got buried in the fucking veteran cemetery and everything.
I mean, it does sound a little like stolen valor.
It does. Yeah, I think he was over there.
They got the dates
dude.
wrong,
I've seen
they're stealing gold.
I made a video of treasure. I found it was like his film canisters of his negatives that he had never gotten developed.
That's sweet.
And then I developed them with I set up like
AI.
no, I set up a cardboard rig where I shined a light through it and took a picture and everything with my camera, and I developed all the. That's not even the word for it.
Ever heard of a dark room, asshole? Why don't you develop them?
I don't know how to work all them chemicals and such.
Just keep it in the dark and put it in a big thing.
No, this was just like the reel of negatives that were already developed, if that makes sense.
Oh, okay.
And then they're kind of like a microfiche.
You need one of those like big fucking scanner, magnify things. Okay.
And I ended up scanning them in basically with a scanner, and he was definitely not over there during wartime. There's pictures of like him and his friends like grabbing like a lady's tit, and they're just there partying. They were there 100% partying. There's pictures of him like at the Reichstag. He's just like, he's like having a fun time over there. He did not give a fuck.
Yeah, well then I can't imagine someone like who was your grandpa's hater that was like
this
guy wasn't actually in World War II.
Like
fuck him.
There's more to this. Like he's like your fucking cousin or something. Like who the fuck?
I'm glad he's dead.
Who would go out of their way to do
shit.
that? Yeah. It's the internet. People love shitting on random.
Internet. What year? Oh, what year was this? This is your grandfather you liked?
He died in 2015.
That was a fucking bit worse.
I like this. This man was the pillar of my foundation. Yeah.
And some guys like
shit on him on his obituary.
Liar. And then you find these pictures, you're like, he's not a liar, he's a war hero. And then you
No. The guy that raised criticism is kind of in the right, but it's funny that you would go to someone's obituary that was just posted and be like, I'm calling your shit on this one.
Who gives a shit, dude?
Good thing you didn't see those fucking pictures.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? He was fighting just like the rest of us. Here's a couple of pictures of him hanging out at brothals and shit in Berlin.
He's doing the Fonz thing. He's not the fucking whore.
Yeah, an Auschwitz victim. He's putting him in a headlock for a funny little picture, dude.
He's T-bowing in that one. What the hell?
There was not a single picture of him with a firearm. Like, I'll tell you that. Like, he's just on the town in every photo.
The fucking 1990s.
So wait, what the fuck? Why was he? So he signed up to?
No,
like,
he's well. Okay, so all of his brothers,
like the cleanup crew.
Yeah, basically they went over there to just hang out, basically, just to make it. Because those Germans, dude, those Germans.
Third time,
yeah,
once.
Those Germans,
twice.
They fucked around, and then they found out, and then they let them sit there by themselves, which was so dangerous.
Think about what you did.
Yeah. And while they were thinking about it, they were devising bigger and better machines to kill people. And so I think after World War II, I think the U.S. kind of was like, we're gonna hang out here for a little bit to make sure you guys aren't up to something.
Your grandpa got the hang out.
Yeah, he got to go over there and hang out a little bit.
Yeah, well, my great
which is funny, by the way.
Shit. Okay, but
because like if you talk to my grandpa about his time in Germany and stuff, like he didn't glean any culture from being in Europe. Like some people go over there and like when you came back from France, Poob, you were definitely. I was like, oh shit, this guy's above and beyond what I'm like, Monsieur, and you were like,
I sat in farmland France for 2 weeks and was like. I was drinking and smoking myself away.
You were a chain smoker when you came back.
I got a little bit of class. Yeah, I got a little bit of class.
Very classy when you came back. And my grandfather was like, sprechen Sie Deutsch?
Sprechen Sie dick, douchebag. Yeah.
He didn't get anything from his travels.
He's probably just with a bunch of other fucking Americans.
He only
joined up, Brian, because his older brothers all joined, and they were in like the Battle of the Bulge and the Pacific Theater and shit. So they did the heavy shit.
Battle of the Bulge is what I call it when I put jeans on. Because of my big
third one of the night.
Yeah. Sorry. Okay. Sorry to cut you off for that.
Gooning with jeans on.
Rubbing my jean bulge.
So I think he felt obligated to sign up to enlist or whatever. Thank God we haven't had any conflict where like there's the internet now. So whenever like there's any sort of American conflict, everybody gets on the internet and goes like, we're still the bad guys, right? Like we shouldn't get too whipped up.
a war and your older brother enlisted, Sam, would you go, I'm going to protect my brother, and you would join?
No, there's he's once again, he's 5 years older. We haven't had like a brotherly bond like that.
Yeah.
We haven't.
Band of brothers.
Yeah, he doesn't. He's never like looked out for me, and I've never like. I've never aspired to be him or anything. Where it's kind of cool because we're like both adults and we're very much doing our own things, and we have our own separate personalities and lives
that we each own.
Yeah, our own completely owned out.
He's gonna hear that and hate me for that joke. I'm just joking, man. I'm joking.
But if you're listening, rent's due, by the way. Just,
but Sam talks about it all the time about how you're late for rent. Every time.
Yeah. You say that, but
time.
This motherfucker, I swear to God, I'll check my Venmo and he doesn't pay me sometimes. And he thinks, I think he thinks I don't see that he doesn't pay me. Because he'll never bring it up. Like he'll just like miss like a half a month and be like he won't say shit. What's he gonna do? Fucking kick out his nephews out into the street? Yeah.
What do you think he's like a grand heist master? Because I'll just not tell him.
He's trying to call he wants me to call his bluff, I think is what it is. Yeah. He wants to see how hard this heart can be. All right.
Yeah.
You know, once you get there's very little amounts of flesh and under there, Zach. It's fucking stone, just coal, almost diamond, mostly coal. It's anger down there. All right. I'll kick you out on your ass the second you're late for your 8th month of rent.
Yeah. You come over and drink a glass of water and he Venmo charges you and he's like, actually the water bill is that's 20 cents of water.
Why you sent me an ask for 20 cents.
No, but seriously, you should be good there, Zach, until I'm having financial problems and then you're fucked because
I'm selling that house the first
because I thought that was my forever house and all my money is tied up in that house. I am in extreme debt if it wasn't for that house. So once I start going through the ringer, I'm gonna have to sell it, and you're fucked. But until then, enjoy the place. And I'm really sorry for that lime green tile I put on the backsplash.
You put that?
Hell yeah!
You put that there?
Well, we were like, whenever you're updating a bathroom or a kitchen, you go through the process of like, if I make it in style now, it's gonna be out of style in the future. You can usually date someone's kitchen by the year it's put in. So we're like,
so you bet on lime.
Yeah, we're like, instead of putting it something that's in style now, let's just put in something that's never in style.
Ugly right now.
We'll just do something that's insanely ugly, so people walk in and go, "That was never in style." I can't put a date on that.
Yeah. Banana yellow and lime green carpet, shag carpet in the bathroom. That'll never work. And no,
I can't put a fucking year on that, dude. That's just weird dog shit there. So anyways, we did that and like I lived with it and I loved it and I was happy with it. And then now that I've like lived at my place and I go visit over there, I walk in and I'm like,
holy shit, dude.
That backsplash is loud. Damn. But I liked it at the time.
He doesn't sound like the pickiest guy from every story I've heard. I don't think he probably cares.
Dude, that guy doesn't
like
give
an
a fuck.
Airstream with no fucking windows or whatever, no AC. I think he's probably fine.
Dude, okay, so he worked at a motorcycle shop and then he just parked his Airstream with no windows or anything just on the property. And it was next to like
fucking pavement.
It was on tarmac. Like, and then he was next to like a railroad, and there was no trees hanging over anything. It was just out in the sun. It was surrounded by fences, and I really wish that's at probably what he would consider a life high point because I think he was having a lot of fun during that time. But like what a normal person would consider rock bottom. And I wish I would have gone over there and had a podcast just like on a nice July afternoon in the Airstream. I would have loved to just have like, because remember, okay, you were talking earlier about Swift's guest episode and he's like embarrassed by he hates it. I remember he was.
It's because he was all red and sweaty.
He was going through a hot streak. It was like that classic English, like it was that heat wave that was going through, and they don't have no fucking AC over
menopause.
there. It was one or the other.
Yeah, he was having a hot flash. Yeah,
That's what
And,
they
it
told me.
and he had some new cool sweater that he was trying to show off. And so in the beginning of the episode, he has like this big
Yeah.
sweater
I
on with a
forgot about
graphic.
that,
Yeah.
And then like he's sweating, and like halfway through he takes it off. He's just in a wife beater, and he gets more and more red as the episode goes.
but now it's
like a
memorable.
funny
Now
bit
it's a memorable
almost to
episode.
do, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you'd played into it better and not just been like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
You know what pisses me off is I thought it was just Kalar that said this, but I've seen multiple British people say this. They say,
Oh, is it the fucking brick house thing again?
yes.
Or the
Have
stone
I brought
house or
this up
some
to
shit?
you?
Yeah. No, yeah, I mean, I talked
Oh,
to them.
you okay? So
And
you've
I
gotten
mean,
this too.
I've been in the conversation.
Every time you
that guys
talk
are
to
talking
British
about this
people,
shit
they're
every
like,
time.
"Oh, but our houses are different. Our houses are different. They're made to
They're
retain
built
heat.
different.
They're made to retain heat." And I'm like, "Do you think we don't own insulation? Do you think we don't insulate our houses?"
What? You British bastard.
You
what the hell do
stupid
you
fucks!
think?
Yeah,
We put
houses
cotton
are supposed.
candy in
Whatever
our
you
house,
have
man.
inside is supposed to stay in there all
Whatever
day.
you have, we got it better. Okay, first off.
Yeah.
No, I
We
will
have
admit our
essential
houses,
air.
our houses are not made to last. But we
Mine is.
expand quick. You know.
Yeah, manifest destiny or something.
Yeah, whatever. We build ours out of twigs and shit, but we got insulation too. All right, I'm sure whatever your R rating
3D
is for
printed.
your house, your insulation rating,
Jesus
a
Christ.
modern American house is probably comparable. Don't even act like your little stone
Equal
huts
to
are as
or
good
better.
as our fucking stick and gypsum houses. over here.
McMansions.
Yeah, our McMansions. Well, we got 18 slopes and 40 fucking valleys on our roofs. So what? They're destined to fail.
It's an eagle. Sorry, go on.
Oh shit. Okay.
Tumbleweed.
pretty
Add a tumbleweed. Add a fucking American waving
What's a
flag.
tumbleweed?
That's American shit, dude. They ain't got that over there.
What's a tumbleweed fucking sound effect?
No, you just have a visual. He does
you
the
just have a
audio of
picture?
the
Okay.
hawk or the eagle. I do the
Okay,
visual
Which is
tumbleweed.
technically a hawk. Yeah,
Yeah,
I see what you're
right.
saying there.
A red-tailed hawk or
And
whatever.
then the steel
Yeah.
string guitar because they ain't got those over there. either.
Yeah. And then maybe the sound of a hot chick talking because they don't
Yep.
got those
Yeah,
over
they
there
ain't got
either.
those over
And
there.
a beer can opening
Yeah.
up.
Pistols going
Yeah.
off. Yosemite Sam style.
Firework bang
Boom.
splashes in your
The
head.
the brrr of an electric toothbrush.
yeah.
A fucking-
Oh.
Fuck you
Yeah,
guys.
sound
Whole
of a
pack of hot
pussy.
dogs in the griddle.
The sound of a wet pussy. Oh,
Yeah.
you never heard that before, Brit boys.
Yeah. What else? What else? Oh, fucking other like.
You know, I say this,
Son of
but
a
football.
Kalar, I've known Kalar for like 12 years or something like that. He, the first time ever, just sent me a very sweet message, like unprompted 2 days ago. And then I turn around
Oh, no.
and get on the podcast and shit on him.
They're shitting on him.
Fuck what you say about houses. I hate you.
Yeah,
heard of
you're
that?
right.
No,
I'll never
It
think
was
anything
completely
else of you.
unprompted. He just like messages me and he's just like, you know, you just, I'm really proud of you, man. You're a great guy. And I'm like, oh, fuck, man. Fuck. I would
hate
never
this
be able to
guy.
randomly open up to another man like that. Fuck you, British people.
I
Fuck
never, yeah, we never get emotionally vulnerable.
Yeah.
You sensitive
Fuck you.
you ever heard of stoicism, dumbass?
Yeah. Ever heard of John Wayne?
You're
Dick? Yeah. He never cries. He
No.
never cries.
Did you see that awards? I think it was at the Oscars. Like this Native American woman gets up and like talks about
yeah,
Native
I
American
saw
rights,
it.
and people have to hold
Oh,
John
yeah,
Wayne back because
yeah.
she's like, "I'm gonna beat her ass."
Yeah, guy
was
seems
about
like a
to fucking
nutcase. Yeah.
Dumbass
Yeah.
woman
She's so
talking at my
cool.
shit.
But he's a good actor or something.
No, he's not.
Oh, yeah.
He's just
I
like
think
a
he has
man,
like
right?
he's got like two
It's
or
just-
three movies that are actually good. I think, and then the rest of them are like
Is it because of him though?
I think
You know,
maybe I don't know. I just know his voice. I don't
didn't
know
I
single
can't think of
movies.
anything about John Wayne except for that instance where he tried to beat up that woman. And
Yeah, he did.
just any other bad
That's a
thing I've
pretty
heard about
badass
him
legacy to be
since then.
honest.
Remember when you, a guy that plays a cowboy, tried to beat up a real life Native American?
yeah, it's method acting. Come on, Daniel Day Lewis doesn't get shit
Yeah.
for it. John Wayne,
Daniel
all of a
Day-Lewis
sudden,
did the
he's
same thing a couple of years ago. No one gives him shit. Clint Eastwood did it.
Oh,
Oh, man.
I like Clint Eastwood personally.
And Eastwood.
I like
You know what? Those
movies.
the movies he comes out with recently they always just like work in some racist rant that he like obviously is feeling on the inside.
That he made it.
Yeah.
He wrote it.
And what's funny is like
He
people
forces
shit
it
on
in.
Tarantino all the time because From Dusk Till Dawn, he just happens to write a scene where Selma Hayek shoves her foot in his mouth and pours alcohol down her feet or whatever, and like he happens to have a foot fetish, you know, and so everybody makes fun of him for that, but nobody makes fun of Clint Eastwood, who's like, yeah, every movie has to have like.
I bet there's people out there that are critical of Clint Eastwood.
Yeah,
Like, did you have to be that colorful with your language in Gran Torino?
I think
He
people
did.
give
He-
Tarantino that almost same criticism too, where they're like, "Why did your character have to be the one that says the N word?" Like,
Because
5
I'm the
times?
It's
fucking
more
writer.
impactful.
That's why.
Yeah.
I get to because I wrote it and I directed it.
I made the whole thing.
I get to suck 2 feet in this one. You can't do anything. It's the last movie.
You know why?
He's
Because the
working
guy
on-
that's paying for it is Harvey fucking Weinstein.
Yeah.
That's why. I'm
should be
hand to
my
hand
boss.
with Miramax right now, bitch. Do you think this guy's gonna say no to this? Fuck.
I
no.
hope his last movie is just like he stars in it, and he is. Just
It's a
getting
guy
foot
that just-
jobs constantly.
racist guy ever.
It's a
He
guy
just sucks
that
on
works
toes.
at. It's a movie version of Married with Kids, where he just Al is
Bundy,
working at a foot
I
shoe
watched so
store.
much
It's-
of that
it's-
show as a kid.
Yeah, it's
Because it
only
would
shoe store
always be
scenes.
on at 6 a.m. and I'd have to wake up at 6 when I was at my dad's house. So like, I have to wake up really early for my grandma to come pick me up and drive me to my school. And
It's always on in the
I would
morning.
always be fucking Married with Children. I'm like, I kind of like it, but like, damn, I wish like 70s Show or something was on. Like, that would
I
kick
love
on at, like,
Married with
7.
Kids, dude. I thought it was.
I know.
That's such a boomer.
It
I
is,
know,
it is
it's
the
so
ultimate
like
boomer show. I
dated.
want to go rewatch it now that I have kids.
Oh, I hate my
His voice
bitch
was
wife.
hot.
Yeah, this
She
shit's
also,
fucking-
who did she
She's-
voice?
She voiced
voices-
Leela
she's
from
Leela.
Futurama.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was. You know what's funny? She was so hot, and there was an episode
was.
where like they had to have sex for something, and like he was like, "Oh man, like I had
get
to
in
fuck
there
my
and you
wife."
do your duties.
Yeah.
It was such a boomer show. Now that I think
She's
about
still
it.
alive. I mean, she must be, right?
Yeah, she was.
They did Futurama.
She was in
and
that
stuff.
that motorcycle, the white trash show.
Oh, you talking about Sons of Anarchy?
Yeah, Sons of Anarchy. Yeah,
Never
Oh,
watched
okay.
it.
yeah. It's because you're not that white trash. You're in Indiana. If you go further south, all of a sudden the Sons of Anarchy crowd gets real vocal.
Or right into Ohio, dude. My fucking uncle is so like getting into biking. Like I don't know if I said this last. I've got the pictures. I don't know if I want to post them in here. Damn, she's still hot.
Is
She's
she?
still hot. She's still got it.
Yeah,
He should
she's-
be fucking a woman shoe salesman should be fucking killing himself to have sex with a chick like
I know,
this.
right?
But my uncle posted a picture on Facebook recently. I can't remember if I told you guys.
A
this
shoe
or not.
salesman should be happy to fuck anybody. First of all, Like,
Yeah,
You
I
should
mean-
be happy to not be
he's
gooning,
a women's
okay?
shoe salesman in the show.
Dude, he's gooning 8 hours a day. What do you mean?
oh, let me slip. Are you sure you don't want to try on
shit.
more, ma'am? Are you
But
stopping them from getting him a
hated his
commission?
job. He was always
He's-
pissed about like, I fucking gotta.
He kept getting blue balls.
Yeah, I
He's gooning
can't
all
even
fucking
fuck
day.
these chicks. I gotta go home and fuck my hot wife.
With her fucking tiny feet.
Yeah,
Oh, I hate him.
She was like big. I remember, not like big. Like she was like tall. I feel like,
Yeah.
but her feet are
She had
big.
big hair.
She's gotta have big feet. I know she does.
Yeah, I mean, he's a shoe salesman.
Ah, dude, she's bad. Yeah, it's been a
That's
while.
such a
since I've
funny
seen the
show because they have like he's a fucking shoe salesman and he has like a big ass house with a what I think is a stay at home mom and like
you don't
3
think
kids or something. Like
You don't think a,
I
a
forgot about the
millennial
kids,
cobbler could?
no, I don't think
Yeah,
these
millennial
new
You
cobbler.
don't think?
I don't
Why
think these
not?
cobbler kids are gonna have the same success.
She
Personally,
married Jack White. Isn't that the guy from fucking?
the White Stripes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, she.
Wait, no shit.
Yeah, she
No
married
shit.
Jack White, and they have 2 kids together.
What the hell?
Oh my god.
I'm
What
also on
has
Bing,
that-
so I need to look this up on Google to see if this is real. Hold on.
They bring you to the same
Jack White-
websites.
No.
No,
She
they don't.
used to
It's
be
different on Bing.
married.
I hate
It's a
it.
completely different internet.
I hate Bing. I hate the
They
UI.
broke up in 2000, dude. That shit dated as
But
shit.
but they were married. Yeah, they were.
Is this
I
before or
think
after
it
they
was
were
us.
married to
The guitarist. of-
no, not the guitar, like the drummer from the White Stripes.
Oh yeah, that's
did you hear
Is he
his
there?
complaint for her? I think her name was Meg White.
What is it?
He was like the reason why
Oh.
they broke up. He was like, yeah, we would just like make a cool song or something, and I would be like excited, and I would turn to her, and she would just be like, meh. She was just fucking lame. Like it was just such a funny way
She
to
give a
call her
shit.
out. He was like, yeah, like anytime anything exciting happened, she was just fucking just a real wet blanket fucker.
She's
Yeah,
singing.
she was doing shit. She'd just be back there behind her drum
dude.
set pouting.
Speaking of the bad in this
Gotta
family,
sing too nice.
I forgot in Married with Children. It's Christina Applegate. And when I was a
Is
kid,
the
yeah, I was
daughter?
like- yeah, and then the
Oh.
son is like a little freak kid that almost looks kind of like Eric Foreman, but just uglier.
Yeah.
And like the women in the family are just better. The men are ugly and little creeps. I just posted in that.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
She had a lot of. She looks like a Reba.
Yeah.
She still has it. She's almost on par with Reba.
She's got that
Damn.
Reba that I'm so into.
Like she's at fuckable
Reba
right now,
vibe.
but you
You
know,
guys-
a nice makeover, she could be up at Reba
I've
status.
always said Reba
Yeah,
is my
Reba level,
main
yeah.
type.
Reba's queen.
Fucking Reba, dude.
What a strange type, to be honest.
Big, not just redheads, big redhead.
Yeah.
It's to be big. It's to be sizable.
Damn.
The son really never did much after.
Oh man.
He
Really?
did a web series in 2009 called Starving. 8 to 10 minute
How'd
web
that go?
series. It looks like not. I mean, it's
Not-
all right
never took
reviews,
off.
but I don't think it took off like he maybe wanted it to.
Doesn't it suck when you see people from that
Let's get him on
that
the
had
podcast.
a
Yeah.
successful career, or they have like a shoe in Hollywood and they just can't capitalize on it in any meaningful way?
They're probably untalented or ugly.
You think that's what it is? Wait, let me look at these fellas again. Yeah. Yeah, but that
it
gives
is.
more
I
credence to those actors that can make it if they look like shit. Because every time they do like a
like John C. Reilly.
like a biopic or whatever of a movie, like they always like make the person look better. Like you can't tell me Abraham Lincoln looked like Daniel
I think he was
Day-Lewis.
a notably
Daniel
notably
Day-Lewis.
hot
Mm.
president.
no, the guy was
Was
a
he a
freak. He had those
stud?
big ears. Are you kidding me? They had Daniel Day
He
Lewis
had to
play
wear a
him.
giant hat to distract
Yeah.
people. From
That
how
guy
ugly he
looked like
was.
a
Look at
goddamn
here.
ghoul.
He looked like a
freakish.
ghoul, dude. He was tall. He was handsome. He was
Yeah,
strong.
well,
Didn't
when,
they,
when
like,
people
play a
like
voice
Forrest
recording of
Whitaker
him? He's
make
fucking
it
made
in
out
Hollywood,
of,
I go
stone?
Oh, yeah.
Mount Rushmore.
Made out of a penny.
Yeah, Forrest Whitaker. Yeah, he's just doing good. He just must be a good actor. That's what you're saying.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
must be talented.
Yeah.
yeah. They're more they're
like
resting
Andy
on their
Serkis.
abilities.
Like Andy Serkis is a very.
Why? Because he's got a fucking wonky eye. He can't just, it's his ability that makes him cool. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Yeah, basically.
What's wrong with you, dude?
That's exactly what he's saying.
Yeah, I'm saying he's
You're
not
judging a book by its
conventionally
cover?
handsome, and
Yeah.
yet he's made.
There's some bitches that like that, like the lazy eye. I'm sure.
I don't
I
know.
don't think.
Maybe.
I mean, I've got
Yeah,
a
like-
little like wonky of an eye, but not like a Forrest. I think Forrest Whitaker's
Whitaker,
got
right.
like not like
he's got a
maybe
Tom
it's
York
someone's
eye.
type.
Advanced.
Yeah, maybe it's
He doesn't he have a kid? He fucked something.
he's
Something fucked
Forrest
him.
Whitaker, dude. He's a very
Of
talented.
course, he's
yeah, no,
he's got
it's not
talent.
saying like yeah, but if that guy was a cobbler, he probably wouldn't have a wife.
Yeah.
He'd be an incel.
Are
He'd
you?
be
Are you?
gooning
Are
fucking
you?
every
I've been
day.
drinking over here. Are you drinking? Are you not getting what we're saying?
Yeah.
No, I'm getting it. I'm just.
Well, we're
I'm just
laying
okay, so you're
down.
saying that if he wasn't an actor, he'd be gooning. He'd be gooning every
I'm-
night, fucking
I'm just
jerking
saying,
off the
I
shoes
respect
or whatever.
actors that are able to make it, regardless of how horrific they look on
Freakish,
the outside. Yeah.
No. You know what? If they make it as a serious actor, because a lot of the funny looking ones end up being in comedy.
That's true. You said
comedies.
John C. Riley
You know what I
earlier.
mean?
He was in Gangs of New York.
John C. Riley.
He's in some real roles.
He's
that is
also
true.
in plays.
He is in some real
He's
shit.
in plays. Like,
And that's respectable.
Boogie Nights. I just saw a clip, even though I still have not watched that movie. I saw a clip earlier with him in it. And he's in that show, that HBO show is actually really good, Winning Time. It's like about the Lakers dynasty, and I don't really know a ton about historic basketball, but the show is very stylish and very fun.
and he plays Dr.
That's because
Steve
of John C.
Brule,
Riley.
who
Yeah.
is a
And
little
he's
bit
a
of a
guy.
love machine,
And
but yeah, I think everybody will
Get that
admit
kid with the poison. I love that one.
not traditionally handsome. I
Yeah,
would
no,
think.
he looks. I've seen on
It's
TikTok
crazy.
he's got like a handsome son, which is funny because it's like how'd that happen?
Yeah.
And they
Whoa.
like post videos together.
You know what's
and
funny
everyone's
is
like,
I could actually see him being handsome when he was younger, and then very
Yeah.
quickly between the age of 25 and
wall.
30, just going like,
yeah.
and just
Yeah.
getting ugly really quick.
yeah.
What's like a fucking witch casting a spell on him.
Yeah, I think he was cursed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like in the
Yeah.
end of RoboCop, where that guy gets dunked in the radioactive goo for a second, and he like
I wanna see
changes a lot. He gets all ugly real quick.
John C. Riley Young. I want to see.
He looked like almost the exact same.
Oh, he did. Never mind.
Oh yeah.
But his son is. I'll post it in here.
It's
Like,
because
look at-
once
like-
you're like a famous, handsome actor, you can have hot chicks. Oh yeah,
True,
there's
the
no
mom
way.
Did a lot of heavy lifting.
Yeah, the mom's genes came in for the win.
The
Dude,
that
his
was a
son has
99-1
different
split,
colored
dude.
eyeballs. What a lucker dog.
Yeah. I don't know. He looks
One's
like a
gray
fucking
and one's
husky.
brown.
Nice. What is that called?
He looks like a- yeah, it's a husky,
heterochromia or something.
heterochromia.
Yeah.
Freak. Hey, he's like a
Never
husky
mind. I guess
man.
he is uglier than John C. Riley with
Yeah.
his freak eyes.
This Australian shepherd eyes or whatever.
Yeah, you look like an
him.
hyperactive dog. Freak
He's got a-
bitch.
John C. Riley has like an Amish person's tie on. What the hell is that?
It's like a funny little thing. I don't know what that is. It's just a funny
It's a bit,
little.
I'm sure.
What does John C. Riley wife look like?
His
I have
face
to
is
see.
really small for his head. I never really noticed.
Yeah.
That's
She's-
weird. Is that a Photoshop?
She's cute, but she's not like pulling that genetic. I think the kid just got
Like,
Maybe
extraordinarily
they
lucky.
just adopted a handsome kid.
Yeah.
at the pound where fucking people with two color eyes.
I'm
come
rich.
from.
Give me a handsome one. And they're like, all right.
I bet that kid is gonna look just like him in 20 years. That's the wall you were talking about. This is before and after.
Dude, that,
That's 25. That's fucking 30.
you think? Yeah,
That's
this
all
is a
right, dude.
projected
If I knew
image.
that was in my future, I'd fucking kill myself on my 26th birthday.
I'd get as many chicks pregnant as I could before.
As soon as that like nose
the
fat
first curly
rolled,
hair grows on your
Yeah.
head.
well,
Yeah.
as soon as I get the nose roll,
And your eyebrows shrink or something. I don't know. His eyebrows
Your
have
eyes
disappeared.
shrink. Your forehead is like double the size one
once
night.
that
It
happens,
just-
I'm killing myself for sure.
Oh. Yeah, but great actor.
Yeah, great guy. I love that
fantastic
guy.
actor,
Super
though.
funny, super talented. Put a curse. Somebody put a
Awesome.
curse on him, but he's a great guy. He's been cursed.
Like a horrible curse, like probably the worst curse we've ever
Yeah.
seen. But you know,
A kill yourself worthy curse on this guy, but he's,
Yeah.
but a
But he can act.
generational talent. Yeah, it's real great. This kid probably sucks at acting.
Yeah,
Kid probably is just a
he sucked it all
nepotism
up.
piece of shit loser, but his dad is. Would
you're
you
really
rather
you're
be-
firebombing our ability to get John C. Riley on here.
Oh fuck!
Okay, yeah.
Your kid's awesome. He's not a dog.
Your kid rocks.
yeah.
He's not a mutt.
I think his one
not a-
long earring is actually really cool and trendy.
Yeah, if I wear one,
looks like
if
a
I have
bookmark.
to get
That's
you
awesome.
on here.
Yeah.
Would you rather be John C. Riley, like this talented actor that's been in a lot of things, or would you rather just be his hot son?
At this point, I'd rather be John C. Riley.
I'd rather be his hot son.
I think I'd.
Yeah.
It
'Cause
depends
I could-
on the type of dad. Yeah, John C. Riley seems like a type of dad too that won't just be like, when I die, I'm giving all my money to a library
Yeah,
or whatever.
no.
Like he's gonna get rich. Like he is rich. He will be rich.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like
It's
some
true,
dads are
but-
like,
guy's not. He's not.
Not only that, but like, are you
you
talking like, do I still
it's
have my
bright.
same psyche, but I'm in this kid's body?
No, I'm saying which
you're
one
him
you
now.
are him. Yeah.
You think that earring's really
yeah.
cool.
I mean,
and that
this kid
jacket's
could
awesome.
be a douche. He looks like a douche.
But that's
he
what,
makes
and I
funny
know John C.
TikToks with
Riley's
his
dope.
dad.
That's
I
what I'm
don't
saying.
know.
Oh, he's funny.
They seem to get along.
Does he?
He's not as funny as John C. Riley, but they
Yeah.
seem to get along.
Okay.
You know, I don't think John C. Riley would get along with a douchebag. He must be. He's in with that guy. He
Yeah.
must
Doesn't
be.
matter how much of a douchebag he
Yeah.
looks in this picture. It's not.
He's really
him.
douching
All right.
it out there.
I think.
It's the
I think
earring.
maybe I
It's
would
the
rather
earring and
be
the
John C.
two-colored
Riley,
eyes. Like,
'cause
fuck you, dude.
I think I'd like the.
Dude,
you
this
know,
guy's
that
one
guy-
hamburger away from death. You're gonna trade bodies with him. You're 26. You're a young
no,
man.
but I'm
You
25.
just stop
First
eating.
off,
That'd be-
second off. I bet John C. Riley. Well, I bet they both could, but John C. Riley could easier get VIP tickets to Creator Clash. He could easily get into Creator Clash
It's
VIP
true.
bathroom. I like the idea of having like your own notoriety. I don't
He
like,
could-
you know, I'm already like John C. Riley's son. You know, I go
want
somewhere,
clout.
people are like,
You
oh,
want-
you General Sam's little friend. I'd rather be the John C. Riley
Whoa,
where it's
whoa, whoa,
like,
whoa, whoa. I've 100% always referred to you as a minion. And
Oh,
so,
minion.
yeah, don't
Yeah,
say
which
friend,
is-
say minion.
minion.
Yeah.
So maybe I would rather be the John C.
minion.
Riley type.
Oh, where you could just, you know,
Where I have
your own
son.
power.
All the
Yeah.
power. Yeah.
own power.
You'll get there in fucking 1 year's time. You keep streaming, you'll be fine.
I'm so tired all
year's
the time.
He's gonna
Dude,
be,
I
you
can't
know, he's
stream
gonna
for
be in
another
like a
year.
bunch of movies.
You know how physically demanding that is on a guy?
Oh, yeah, it seems horrific.
You know how tiring that
Oh,
can be
fuck.
playing a video game that long?
You kidding me? 4 hours?
I spent
6
a
hours
good
of
4
drawing.
hours of today cutting out Brian's echo from Crunch Element or whatever the fucking name was. Like,
What echo? What echo? There was no fucking.
there's an echo from your
You know what I
mic.
love
funny
about that
joke.
stream?
Yeah.
You know what I love about that stream? Nobody said that there was no audio for the fucking
Yeah,
first
your
2 hours
chat
of it.
sucks.
Are you thinking about
He-
Hunter Call the Wild?
No, we were playing Crunch
No, we were
Element
playing
in
Crunch Element on
VR, so you
Friday.
can't exactly like check your settings that well.
Yeah, I'm like a blind man, fucking
And
hobbling
it took them
around.
like an
Nobody
hour
helped out.
and 10 minutes for someone in his chat
It took
to
Swift.
say, yeah,
It took Swift to say.
we can't hear the game. It's like they finally,
Oh, yeah, like a
an
major
hour in, they're like,
component.
we can't hear the game.
I was like, what the fuck,
Big part
dude?
of streaming.
I think it's bots. I think there's just bots
Yeah.
watching. Is
Sex
what it
bots.
is.
Well, don't say that because, all right, I think it's time to come clean. Every time I stream, it's 80% bots. It's all bot. I pay for it's a service.
I fucking yeah.
You pay to get
And then
viewers.
some of the.
It's how me, it's how
I think
Pokimane
it's
get viewers.
Yeah, you guys are on about the same
Pokemon.
level.
Yeah.
I bet she wouldn't
Yeah.
have to piss in that shitty bathroom upstairs, dude.
No.
We need
Dude, I
Pokemon
regret.
clout because that comes with a lot of bad parts, maybe too. But we need a step up of clout for that VIP bathroom.
I think we do. First of all, I need to start slinging my name around more.
You need to sling that shit around. But
Secondly, I need to
Swinging
stream.
around like a
I need to
gun.
stream. I've
Yes,
realized
yes.
making YouTube videos way more creatively fulfilling. I enjoy them a lot more. I get nothing out of streaming, but
money.
no, not the money. The money sucks in streaming. Your face is out there more, and so people you're just there more. You're more accessible. People talk about you more. And
It's good, but it's good. You know,
it's all publicity or whatever. Yeah, all that dumb shit. And the point is that when you have that, you get treated differently. And I feel like I should definitely stream more just so, I can
absolutely.
piss
You
in a
treat
convenient
like an
place
untouchable.
at Creator Clash.
and then you should raid your friends. Yeah, and
Yeah.
you should get VIP badges for your
Yeah.
friends. Yeah.
All your buddies. Yeah. Your
Oh,
list
by
of
the way,
ones.
little competition for you, Poop. Have you guys noticed Stalt streaming at all?
I have.
He's been putting the work
Yeah.
in. He had like 900 viewers organically on his
What?
own. Yeah. Fuck
What?
you.
From
Fuck
BattleBit,
you.
right? He
Wait,
was using
what?
BattleBit.
Yeah, Battle
900 viewers?
Yeah, 900.
What does he have? I don't. No offense, Salt, when you're editing this. What the fuck is that?
Hey, Stalt, I want you to fill up the screen with all the things that you have that Poop doesn't. Go ahead. Boom.
And I'll start counting. You can put them up
Make
while
it
I'm doing
personal
it.
too.
Jeez, that many? Stop. What?
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Let
got to
up
stop
already.
there. Another.
He's not breathing. He's not breathing.
No. My God. Well,
no,
that's
very,
actually,
very proud of him.
congratulations.
Yeah,
So that's actually
congrats.
wildly impressive. 900, that's almost unreal. I don't believe you, but I don't believe that, but that's awesome. That's actually really cool.
God damn.
No,
Whatever,
he texted me and he was like, dude, check this out. Like he just like streamed BattleBit and he got like, yeah, no, it was like 100 and something viewers.
In the stream, he was holding his phone up, recording.
It was like 100 and something
viewers.
viewers, and then he said like
wasn't
later
900,
that night he started streaming. He's like, no, he got up to like a couple hundred, and then he got raided or something like that, and he got up to like 900, and
Damn.
he hovered at 900. It wasn't like you know when you get that initial
They
raid and
stayed.
people go, this guy sucks, and then they all leave. You know,
That's every raid except for, I guess, what this guy's got. Yeah. Somebody's got that I don't.
Yep. Well, you need to
Writing
go
it down.
watch Stalt's stream because you know he's got an it factor that you
I've
don't put
rated
in.
pen
Stalt
and
before.
paper.
I've seen when he puts on his little outfits and stuff. Sure, I like it.
Yeah. And he
I wonder-
goons with his audience. on
Yeah.
stream.
He
does
was
12-hour
gooning
gooning
during the race.
Yeah. I
I
have wondered before.
He's like, if you want to see what I'm seeing, you got to pay extra.
Yeah.
All right, that's only 2 or 3 subs to
I
get the
look down
full
every 10
9 monitor
minutes.
stretch
Yeah.
out.
I've wondered before
Yeah, I'm
if
streaming on 2 different
like
platforms.
my
right now.
music that I'm constantly playing. I think it keeps a lot of people that like people that have similar tastes in music. But if you have a different taste in music, then it's probably like, you know, I wouldn't want to go into a place and hear like it's like a lot of Tarkov guys. You go in their stream, it's just like, oh, like just like hardcore metal. Like I don't want to hear that constantly while I'm already watching a game like that.
I love my post-hardcore. I love metalcore. It has a time and era in my life. But
It's
if
nostalgic
I
to me
go
'cause
and
my
watch
dad
remember the last time I
Lettuce's
listened to that
stream or
shit.
something, and he's listening to like Pierce the Veil, I'm just like, I'm not listening to this right now. I have like a,
It's too early.
yeah. You have to
The sun
have,
is up. I cannot listen to this.
you have like a certain mindset for music sometimes, and that's what sucks is it's so subjective. Like, I'll have like a song that has me hooked, and if you send it to somebody else and they go like, eh. Like they're
Some
just
of your
not into
songs-
it.
When I've
just
come
throw
in
it away,
your
right?
stream before, and I've heard you listening to songs like straight out of like what I listen to, and I'm like, I have no idea how you. I just wouldn't think you listen to this at all.
I listen to a
find it
lot of
very-
stuff.
I know, but I've just heard some like shit. I don't know. I've just heard some songs every once in a while where I'm like, where is he getting this? Like, who's giving him this? He's not finding this song.
The same place that you get them. Like you just find stuff.
Yeah, I don't
Spotify,
believe you. Something's off. You're paying
Something.
somebody to get
You're
your
stealing it.
you
You're
have a
stealing
Well,
music
back in the
curator.
day, I might say Bizzle's ARAM music playlist because that was
Oh,
like a
that's
pretty
fair.
common one that we had.
Yeah,
but then
Bizzle
it
and I
got,
have a lot of music overlap, so
It's got too much shit there that I
yeah,
skipped. That I
it got
stopped listening to it.
overran
I
with a
was
lot
like,
of
yeah.
dog shit. Bizzle
Fair.
had like a weird I think he was like drinking one night and was like, I'm gonna add 300 songs to this playlist, and now it's too much to sift through where I'm like, what the hell were you on that one night? You could see like the date it was added.
K-pop for 2 hours.
Yeah, there's just a lot of weird shit. man.
Yeah, fair enough.
There's a lot of good. There's a lot of good too.
No,
you know?
there is a lot of good in there for sure. But recently, though, because I know that our music.
Apex Twins.
No, that was. I think last time we talked about Apex
Yeah.
Twin was our the way that you listen to music is I've noticed you're very sporadic where you'll listen to just like random shit from
I just
all.
listen to what I like. Yeah,
Yeah.
I just listen to.
And
good
I'm more
music.
like I'll sit down and just like listen to like
You listen
an
to a
album.
full album, yeah.
I love an album because like oftentimes they're like linked together in terms
Yeah,
of theme.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And I have been all over that fucking Herbie Hancock with that song Watermelon Man.
Yeah,
I told you
I mean,
about.
I have that in my playlist now. Yeah,
Yeah, I fucking that whole album rocks. That album
I bet
kicks
I do. I
ass.
listen to a lot of like that type of music.
Yeah, it's good. It's good shit. Yeah, so I could understand if someone comes to view your stream and you have Herbie Hancock
And they-
blaring.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm not in the mood for this right
dude.
now, man.
It sucks too because sometimes I feel like the music lines up almost like because if I'm playing a game, you know, I got a boss battle coming up, like I'll curate the queue to go with like an intense fight or like I know it's gonna be relaxing. I'll curate it to be like more relaxing, melodic. And it goes so well on stream, I feel like all the time. And then because of the way we do it, like it doesn't go to VOD.
Yeah.
And then like when Swift's doing it, it'll just be like silence besides the game. And then everyone's all like, I'll sing it like, hell yeah. And I'm like singing, there's no music.
Yeah.
Like Diablo, all those
Yeah.
VODs, I turned down the
Yeah.
Diablo music to like 10% and I was just playing my own shit. Just doesn't translate well. And I've had it before, like the lyrics of the song, like literally go with what's happening on screen. I'm like, whoa, look how cool that is. It's just lost. You have to be there, which kind of sucks.
Yeah, but that's an advertisement to the audience.
That's a
like,
hint. Yeah.
don't
That's a
ever
hint. You gotta watch 'em live, you know?
VOD.
They
Gotta
suck.
The dog
catch
shit
them
is
live.
rubbish.
Yeah.
Don't
It is-
even
I
check
can't-
his
a lot
YouTube
of
channel.
people,
It's
say they
worthless.
watch the VOD, and I'm like, that's so weird because I'm like constantly listening to music and like
They probably
There's just a lot
listen
of-
to the VOD because of that. If you're
there's no
Yeah,
music.
yeah, if you're
Music.
concerned about having the music on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then you like leave a lot of dead air, right?
Yeah,
Because then
I mean,
you're just
I
listening to
still
music.
talk over
So
music a
you-
lot, but yeah, it's like if I'm like
Uh,
really high or something, I'm just like listening to music, playing a
You're so-
game. Yeah, I'm not gonna talk for a while. Or like yesterday, I was doing that Freak, and I was just like shading for like an hour, like, and music's playing. The VOD is just like, what the fuck is this guy doing? I like it. It's just.
Dude, sometimes music can get you in a trance, man.
Yeah.
My ritual for a long time was I would go smoke and listen to that I think it's Stone and Focus by Aphex Twin. It's just the most boring song in the world. It's just like 3 chords and I'm just like, man, I'm in another world, man. It's like honestly, there's a version of it. It's called Stone and Focus Field Recording. And field recording. You hear kids playing in a playground in the background. Like it just sounds of birds chirping. It sounds like it's recorded just like in an apartment with the window open in a nice little town. And it is the most peace I have ever gotten in audio form. I listen to it and I'm immediately all the bullshit in my life. Yeah, I'm yanked out of that and I'm just transported into wherever the fuck this was recorded.
I need to hear this song
And
now. I
and
need
it's
to know
like-
what the fuck this is.
I swear to God, dude, if you sit back, it'll be like you're in a whole nother world.
I have a song like
Hold
that
on,
where
what's
it's
it
like I
called?
listen to it to like for a
Escape?
while. I'd listen to it to go to bed.
Mhm.
So now anytime I hear it, it's so just like I'm instantly like.
Yeah.
It's
There's
very
another
relaxing,
song
like,
called
light singing.
Space Song by Beach House. That's the same
Oh,
way.
I think I do know that one. I don't
It has
know
a
the person you're
2001
saying.
Space Odyssey music video made for it on YouTube that's really popular. And I just clicked on it because of that. And then I was listening to the song. I'm like, this is just so relaxing. I fucking
There you
love
go.
this song.
Oh, this is
I never listen to just relaxing shit.
this is also a massive TikTok audio now.
Is it?
Yeah,
That's
Space
awesome.
Song.
Yeah.
They have a couple. They have another song.
They have another song, Myth, that is fucking awesome too. You're into that? Myth. Yeah.
Myth. What's the, I want to
like
hear
their
the
song
field
Silver
recording one that you're
Soul.
typing up.
Dude, I'm telling you, if I
These are
send
just
you
the
this,
top
Brian,
3 songs by them: Space Song, Silver
Yeah.
Soul, and Myth.
If I send you this,
you're
then
gonna
what, I
say
go,
this is the
pass.
most nothing I have ever heard in my life. I don't think
I'm just so curious. I need to know what it is. I have to
Aphex
hear it.
Twin. What was it called again? Stone in
Yeah.
Focus Field
Stone Focus.
Recording.
Field recording. Field.
Yes, it's just it's a
Field
picture of the
recorded.
inside of a fucking attic, a closed-in attic. There's 2 versions. If you don't listen to the field
12
recording,
minutes.
if you listen to the regular version,
Okay.
there is a beautiful video of a little monkey sitting in a river. And it's 10 minutes of a monkey sitting in a river at peace. And so if you want a visual element, you got to watch that one. All right, because that monkey is vibing harder than any. You got to keep in mind that humans, we're outside of the food chain. This monkey is in the
I
food
see
chain.
the monkey.
This monkey is out there. He is
I see the
at
monkey.
all times concerned that something's going to eat him, and yet there he is sitting there.
I
He's
have
sitting there
seen
like a
this fucking
tourist
monkey.
sitting in a hot spring. Like he's just vibing. That has to be such a rare experience as a wild animal to just be vibing that hard in a warm spring. And then the field recording one is more like if you want to get like a I'm an old man listening to the kids play at the playground. Not like in a pedophile way, but
Not
Or
enough.
like
super creepy.
Like
an old man
at a playground listening to kids that aren't his kind of way.
Yeah, some random kids.
You know,
I'm not allowed
but
to
there's,
leave the house.
there's two different
Door
vibes.
open.
You're either a monkey in a river or an old man jacking off.
You're a
Gooning at the
an old
playground.
man gooning to playground noises.
And those are the two vibes that Aphex Twin provides, you know? So it's like whatever mental.
relaxing vibe songs.
Yeah.
What two different worlds, honestly.
Yeah, but it's such a stupid, simple song, and there's really nothing to it. But dude, you all right? You sit there and listen to that with your eyes closed, you'll start thinking about life. You'll start having deep thoughts.
Yeah,
Right.
take a little bit of acid, eat a little shrooms,
Dude,
smoke a little weed,
dude,
suck a little dick, just do anything you can.
Dude, you know when you don't have a CD in your PS2, like this is that shit goes harder than this. Dude, what the fuck?
Are you telling me the default PS2 menu music goes harder than Aphex Twin?
Yeah, fucking this particular song, yeah. It does.
Are you kidding me?
Are there two of them?
What the hell is this? I mean, I could see if you got blasted out of your mind, you could probably, you could
I
probably
don't
see
get
it for 10
blasted
minutes.
inside my own mind. That's horrific. You got to go beyond it.
beyond the
Yeah.
mind. And then this is just relaxing. Yeah, it's just now I wish I was in a hot spring. You know.
Oh, are you listening to the monkey version? The
Yeah, well,
monkey
the
version
monkey
is
version,
the
it's the
deepest
same
form of
song.
relaxation there is. I don't think there's anything more relaxing than that.
Yeah, it's
Oh God, Pip's getting mad at. Oh, we
That
need
was
to
pretty
end
good.
it soon.
We need to end it. All right, everybody,
we can end it on
audience,
A-
everybody, open up. Aphex Twin, Stone and Focus.
stone and
Monkey
focus,
sitting
pick
in
either
the
predator
river
or monkey.
version. All right,
Okay.
You guys aren't the first wave of acolytes to this song. I also got Lisa on this shit. She loves it.
You can probably have Lisa listen to two rocks banging together, and she
Okay,
Yeah,
she's a little bit sheltered. She ain't got nothing going on. All right.
Oh, this just kind of got a little beat to it.
Okay, so I went. I definitely found the most sheltered person I could to first send them on this way.
She was like, music? Music? What is music?
Okay,
What
let me
is
tell you
this?
something. I don't know how much of her life I think I'll ask her after this, and I'll decide whether stalled. I'll tell you whether or not I should cut this. But she's now like gotten into the realm of like VR chat. And she's just like, you can tell she's very sheltered and stuff. She's like, yeah, like I'm just like in VR chat with my friends, and some of them are just like openly jerking off in VR. And there's like weird like VR orgies and stuff. I'm like, that's a
Get
thing.
out of there.
That's
It's
a-
like that's the
what
dark
happened
side
to
of VR.
I just
chat,
miss me and
dude.
Bumbo being in VR chat doing like insane bad stuff on the
Role play.
yeah. There's you remember that Ed, Ed and Eddie meme?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I remember he
funny
was very
video.
butthurt about that.
And it wasn't even him
No, it
talking in
wasn't,
it. It was
yeah.
you. It was.
I forgot.
I've
Lisa
offended more than you.
DM me about something I said on the podcast about her. I forgot to reply.
Oh yeah.
You called her.
She was like,
something.
I'm 2 weeks late, but like you insulted me, like my voice or something. Like, frick you. I'm like, oh, fuck. I don't remember what I said. I don't remember
I don't even
yesterday.
remember
It sucks because you know on Discord you try to collect international friends so you seem cultured. She's my Italian connection, and she is the most
Representative.
uncultured
Yeah.
Italian person I've ever fucking met in my
Oh,
life. I ask her about little
Doesn't
Italian
even
things,
eat
and she's
pasta or
like,
pizza.
"Oh man, I don't know."
I just like SpaghettiOs, really.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
She eats dog shit every night. She didn't know-
SpaghettiOs is best pasta. And you're like, what the fuck are you?
If I make them here, it's basically Italian. It's official.
You know what I found out the problem
class.
is that her mom is from Idaho.
Oh, okay.
really?
Yeah, and her mom does all the
but
cooking.
her dad is like
Half-breed.
super
Wait,
mega
what?
Italian, right?
I didn't
Yeah.
realize that. Hey, wait, just I don't know if this where does she live? What?
She lives in Milan, which is like
Yeah.
like
Italy, yeah.
a hot spot, I would think, for like European cuisine and Italian like fashion. Yeah, it's like it's a hot spot, and she's just like, I eat the shit every night.
I eat the big Idaho potato bag and I wear it as a dress.
The boiled potato every night.
I eat the potato, turn the bag into dress every night. Yeah, fuck you, Lisa. So nice.
Yeah, she's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fist bumps out to Lisa if you're there. Boom. Yeah.
Bro fist. There you go.
Yeah, here's a quick fist bump for you. Catch it. Bang. yeah, bang. Your mom should have been a different woman.
Yeah.
Piss on the lids. Piss all over the camera.
Piss on the
My hand wiping on the lids. How you like that, Lisa? You dumb bitch.
Take that.
Jerk off, Goon the whole podcast, let it go right in the lens.
Wizarder. Yeah.
Oh.
Bang, bang, bang. Yeah. Anyway.
No, but she's great. Yeah. So thanks, guys, for watching. This is the Patron exclusive.
Yeah. And we are.
She won't see this. She won't see this.
20 seconds away from 3 hours. Oh, actually, with the cuts anyway, it won't matter.
Yeah.
Cuts? Nah, Stalt will make this
Forget
stretch out to 3 minutes, 3 hours, 10 minutes.
Every time we go to the bathroom, put in a type 5. Oh,
Yeah.
Mr. 900 viewer, he must be so funny. Why don't you put in a type 5 then?
Put some stream clips to fill it out until it's 3 hours.
Yeah.
Think you're better than me, Stalt. Why don't you entertain while we're in the bathroom?
Yeah.
I've never even had that many, but whatever. Doesn't even bother me. I've been streaming for 5 years.
I'm sure you've gotten Aqua rated, right? You know, I'm sure it was there for a minute or two
Before they instantly
went away.
saw
It was-
the sham and they fucking
It was like a
left.
spark. It was like a sparkler.
Aqua. Aqua.
This guy's blasting his goddamn whatever.
What is this? Beat pop music? This is nothing like Aqua plays.
Does Aqua play
plays
music?
Aqua
Swing
listens to
music.
fucking Stone and Focus monkey version on repeat, 12-hour version.
He listens to the one that makes you think you're an old man cleaning at the park.
Yeah. I'm just kidding. Please keep rating me, please.
Wait. There is an Aphex Twin Stone and Focus philosophical ape 2-hour version.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Put that to the backdrop of the podcast for 2 hours. I'm sure they'll be fine with it.
Yeah. You can't copyright that.
Yeah,
It's
you
3
can't.
notes. There's no
Aphex Twin, he
fucking
might
way.
be a fucking genius, but you can't copyright that. It is
Just
3
the
notes.
E
That's
chord
like-
and the G chord.
Yeah.
You cannot copyright that.
Anyways, yeah. Later, guys.